This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised, as the content may include strong language, adult themes, and topics not suitable for younger listeners.
This podcast has no affiliation with any sports leagues or sports programs discussed on the show. The views expressed are those of the host and the guest, and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organizations. Enjoy the show. That's me. I don't chase trends.
They mean something
trends
to you.
Trends chase me.
Motherfucker, we gon' crazy. Yeah, what up, what up, what up? I'm in here right now, and you know I'm dressed up. I messed up a few times, but shit, so what? It's fine because I just don't give a fuck. Just don't give a fuck. What in the world, yeah? Just don't give a fuck. What in the world?
Welcome to the show for September 6th. It is Saturday, Tommy. We have a full slate of college football. We have a full slate of NFL football. I feel like everything is back to its normal resting place. Like everything is now even again. All's right in the world.
I agree. Grass is greener. The sky is bluer. Boobs are bigger now. I don't know. Everyone just got bustier. I mean, the world's a better place now, and that's great. It's about time.
It's what needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's what we were all longing for. That long break. And honestly, CFB being back had me excited. But when the NFL comes back, all is right.
Goosebumps.
Oh, man. I can get off my seasonal depression medication. So football is the main medicine here. And, not being so anxious or unconfident.
I've got a fever, and there's only one cure.
More football.
More football.
So we have a killer episode planned for him today, Tommy. We're going to rank the NFL teams in tiers.
Yeah.
So you know where we think each team ranks up. You'll see my individual rankings and Tommy's. See what we have in our minds for how the season's going to go, and the outcome for every team.
Absolutely.
We're probably right. We're probably going to be right.
Completely objective, 100% factual, correct. Our opinions are not opinions; they are fact.
But if you agree with them, it's fact. Just say facts.
It's true. If you say facts first in a conversation, whatever you say is true. It just dominates the conversation. It's like if you're in an argument and the first thing you do is call someone ugly, you have established that person is ugly. Because what are they going to do? Say, nuh-uh, you're ugly. What are you, 12? That's a terrible comeback. When you call someone ugly in a conversation or an insult first, you've taken over. You are now in control. And that is what we're doing. We are taking control.
It's actually funny that you say that because when getting in fights, it's one of the funnier things to call somebody before you fight them. Like, come on, ugly. They just don't expect it. They have been called everything else, usually asshole, dick face, anything. Like, they go for the curse words. Not many people just go straight to their heart and call them ugly.
Absolutely.
And it is hilarious. I think it, disarms them a little bit before you whop their ass.
Absolutely. You want to make sure to inflict emotional and physical damage at the same time. Because the stuff on the inside, that's the stuff that doesn't heal. And that's where you got to really fucking hit them.
Tommy, the last episode never went out.
And
here's some backstory. We had some technical issues, which caused some audio issues that were, in my opinion, not content that we would want to get out.
not acceptable.
It was something that I myself, 2 minutes in, was like, I need to turn this shit off. And we don't want to give that experience or to you guys for watching us. So that episode didn't come out. The parts that were salvageable, we're going to go take to social media with those.
Yeah, release little clips.
And release them that way. But as far as last week, guys, that's why an episode was not released.
We're sorry, but you guys deserve a quality product. And we're going to be damned if we're going to put out some shit with our names on it. What do we look like? Fucking the Tar Heels? We have some class. We're not like that.
Do I look like fucking Arch Manning? I wish. He weighs a lot less than I do. But I do not, and I'm not that dumb.
Do I look like
I had money on the Texas Longhorns.
I did too. Who would have thought Ohio State would win a fucking game? Not me. I think they're going to lose every game they ever play.
As far as it being an anti-Ohio State fan, their score still went drastically in our favor.
Yeah,
they only put up 14 points.
Yeah.
Anyone with an offense could have beat them. Arch didn't have no offense. He was no offense. He was missing throws. We'll talk about that in the water cooler. But, man, we'll talk about it in the water cooler. That's what we're gonna save it for that.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a great show ahead of us today.
Yeah, we have what derailed us. We have the tier talk. We have Hear Me Out. We have Parlay or Die Sports News Network. What else we got for him, Tommy?
Oh, we got What's Up West Virginia. We already mentioned the tier list. Water Cooler, Hear Me Out, Sports News Network.
A digital short.
Ooh.
Ooh, and this one is
Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Part 2. I think it's some solid content, Tommy.
I think it's some great content. I think we got a great show for you guys today. Stick around and enjoy.
We got Maroon 5. We don't have Maroon 5. Soul, did you catch a game last night? All right, Tommy Guns, we are at the water cooler where we literally are about to shoot the shit for like 30 minutes talking about the hottest headlines in pop culture, sports, mostly sports if we can keep it that way, but we will cover some pop culture if it interweaves in sports or if it's, on the national For You page.
Yeah, a little tangent of something.
Yeah, just mix it up a little bit different sometimes. Sometimes you talk about Jamie Lee Curtis's boobs. Some people say it was for a minute too long. I said I could have probably won another 5 easily on those boobies.
Easy.
If she had me in person, it'd probably be longer than 5.
We're not going to let the YouTube comments keep us down.
Never. We'll never do that. Tommy, we have a bunch of storylines here. Let me get the sheet pulled up. So, Tommy, looking at our list here, we have... Let's start out with just a little bit of the oldest news because it happened right after we aired.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons to the Packers. Tommy, the Cowboys dropped the ball. We all seen this coming. But the fallout here, do you think Jerry Jones should just sell the team?
Yeah, I think Jerry Jones has been way overdue for getting the fuck out of Dallas. He is ruining that team, thinking he can just strong-arm people into signing contracts like the days of old. These guys are smarter. With NIL deals, these kids are getting agents in fucking middle school. They are already well-versed in knowing you don't talk and negotiate on your own terms. You get a professional, and Jerry's thinking he can trick these guys like he used to.
Yeah.
And, it cost him a great player. And good on the Packers for picking him up.
Yeah, I don't think they got off too bad. 2 first rounds, Micah's worth it, and a nose tackle. Done. I do that every day. Ship that every day for Micah Parsons. Do you think that Stephen Jones is sitting there like, Dad, you're ruining my inheritance. Can you please just give me the team already? Because I don't know if it's going to be better. And probably not. Jones bloodline, they're probably very stupid people by, at the cellular DNA level, they're probably fucking morons.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think the Cowboys are finally in the place that I've told people they've been for years. Up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And I think even they don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl this year.
No.
Finally.
Not our year.
It's not their year.
No.
All right, so a lot of things happen in college football. We have Ohio State, Texas, Arch's debut. Yeah. Maybe Arch's finale. You never know.
Very disappointing.
Depends on how good that backup in Texas is. Maybe his finale. May never see him again.
But I've heard a lot of people defending him, saying Ohio State's defense was a little tricky. I don't know.
I heard that as well.
I don't know. I think you're letting him off too easy.
Letting him off too easy. It is Ohio State.
Exactly. How complex could they be? These guys can't read. They're illiterate, fucking stupid, fucking dumbasses.
They are some straight up fucking stooges up there. I'll agree with you.
They're
on
a bunch
that.
of dum-dums.
You're just dumb. Big stupid ass motherfucker. All right. So yeah, Arch, I wouldn't put too much hype into it. If it happens the second week, maybe there's something to it. I wouldn't throw the panic flags now. Ohio State was actually held by Texas' defense fairly well.
Yeah.
To lose that game in a game where your offense was doing nothing, you held the other team to doing not much, and they had no excuse to not do much.
Yeah.
They had all their weapons and everything.
100%.
So John Jones, it was released that all the charges are dropped. Were we all wrong about John, or did he scare another girl into hiding?
I don't know about that. I think sometimes people get lucky, and John Jones just didn't do this one. I wouldn't write him off as completely innocent on all of his actions.
Do you think maybe he paid her in hopes of getting a double jeopardy situation so they can no longer try him?
Perhaps, but I've seen John Jones with a spinning back heel. I wouldn't want to testify against him either.
Yeah. And he hit grown men then with those punches. She's a little lady. No. Anyways, we'll go on to Bama got scalped by FSU. Got that ass whooped. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming at all.
I did. I thought, because Florida State didn't really perform last year. But I guess they just have Bama's number, or is Bama overrated? What do you think it is?
I think that Caleb DeBoer was blinded by the light, like the hit song. Blinded by the light. Caleb DeBoer, that's what happened to him.
Yeah.
I think the moment he was too cocky, got too far over his skis,
Yep.
and when that happens, you tumble.
Yep.
Tumble down the hill.
Wrapped up like a.
And I think that game, it just tumbled down the hill on him. It went downhill on him. To have new players and stuff like that trying to play from behind in a game, one, it makes you predictable. Alabama, after a certain point, is no longer able to run because you're not scoring a touchdown on your runs. So I think it just put them in a tough spot, and it snowballed on them. And I hope it's not a everyday thing. Most of the people in the United States, I will say, was very happy that Alabama lost. That finally someone beheaded the king in a way, so to speak. Even though since Nick Saban's gone, I wouldn't call him a king.
No, it's the end of an era. This is actually, I think it's an official passing of the times.
That's what you get when you have a good West Virginia boy as your head coach, and he up and leaves. You can't replace a West Virginia boy.
That's why I think Steve Harvey would be a hell of a football coach.
He would. He's got some fucking teeth on him, right?
Yeah.
Half of his face is teeth. That's insane.
He's a weird guy.
He's an odd fellow. I'll say that.
No kidding.
So UNC, Tommy,
Yeah.
man, they got their ass whooped. Bill
No kidding.
Belichick.
Made some money on it. I saw it coming.
You saw it coming. I did not see it coming. I took North Carolina money line at the last second, thinking, no way, Bill's going to let this go over because he's a defensive coach. He's going to keep it. They're going to fight in the mud a little bit.
Nope.
Make it a real ground and pound game. Biggest guy wins type of deal. Not what happened. Their first drive was good.
Hell of a first drive.
Hell of a first drive, and then nothing else was good after that at all. TCU whipped that ass.
Yeah.
Josh Hoover proved to us that he's got that dog in him. That's just his pronoun, though. That's what he prefers, is dog.
I think TCU should be ranked, honestly. I think it's criminal that they're not higher. They're actually a solid team with some good wins last year.
Yeah, they have some solid wins. I think they could easily win the Big 12. I think they might have, after week one, if I'm jumping too quickly here at the information we're seeing, I say probably TCU wins the Big 12. That's a solid bid, maybe a futures bet. I'll just go and take them to win the Big 12.
Ooh, I bet there's some money in that while they're so low.
Yeah, should.
It's only going to get higher.
I should do that. Because who's Big 12? West Virginia, which that's us ranking West Virginia, not a normal person ranking West Virginia.
Don't
And
count
then-
out Rodriguez.
Colorado, I think you can beat Colorado.
Yeah.
TCU could beat Colorado. You got, who was the other? BYU. Their quarterback's gone. He had 6.
You got Kansas in there.
Kansas State, who blew the Aer Lingus Bowl. Old boy's dad and brother fighting outside.
The old Cunnilingus Bowl.
The old Cunnilingus Bowl. So I think, TCU could win the Big 12. That's my early claim for that. Big 12, TCU.
I like it.
Gets them a bid to the playoff.
They showed it.
Canes got new away uniforms, Tommy. Did you see these fire things?
I did not.
They are sick. It has the mascot on one side, on one shoulder. It's white, and then all across the arms, it's like red from the shoulder cap to about mid-arm.
Ooh.
I probably won't be allowed to put one in the video, but I would recommend go look for yourself. They are some sick unis.
We might have to Google that.
Yeah, it's worth the Google.
It's worth a Google.
It's worth it. All right, and then Clippers owner Steve Ballmer created a facade landscaping business to pay Kawhi Leonard $28 million to keep him on the Clippers and it not be off of their cap room, because taking $28 million off your cap room would cripple a team. You can't put a team around that.
No kidding.
This is obviously it's salary cap fraud. There's probably going to be a punishment if it's proven 100% facts, which that's a lot of money to not be able to prove by fact. Like, what led you here? Pablo Torre's usually not wrong. He's the one that reported on Jordan Hudson throwing a bitch fit at the Good Morning ABC show or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And she said he was wrong. He said, I wasn't wrong, bitch. It was a big, messy ordeal, but...
I think no matter what happens, the punishment will not be severe enough. Like, the implications of this are insane.
Yeah, because I think that's a pretty fucking big deal. Yeah. I don't know how NBA punishments go, because, like, what's the... college football had the death penalty, where it was like they
take you out and shoot you.
Yeah, they fuck up your recruiting for like 2 years or something in college football if you do the death penalty.
They're still fucking with Michigan.
Yeah, and so, like, I don't know what NBA's version of that is. Like, we'll take your first-round draft pick for the next 2 years or something from you. But, like, who gets those?
No, I think it's even worse. I think you almost fucking ban Kawhi Leonard and fucking Steve from the league. Like, the implications of that. That's a $28 million manipulation. That's an insane amount of money. And, like, if you gave that advantage to every other team, the league would be completely different.
My question is, when did this happen? Because any accountant that sees $28 million go through a landscaping business should probably be like, the fuck?
No shit.
Yeah, so like that should have been red flag number one. They spent $28 million on advertising, to be honest, for a landscaping business, because that's had to have been what they paid him under. They didn't think he was down there fucking landscaping trees.
Right.
That would be dumb to think that. So they're paying him $28 million in advertising for a landscaping company that you've probably never heard of.
And we've never seen a logo for. You would think for $28 million, you'd see a logo somewhere.
Yeah, was there not even a fucking commercial that said, like, Kawhi holding, like, some shears or something?
Like, you gotta do the bare minimum. I mean, they also need punished for how stupid they are.
They do. You will be punished.
I think you could honestly make your own fucking landscaping company, hire one person to go out and cut lawns, like maybe like a teenager, and then still give them the money. I think there's a better workaround if you just put in a little bit more effort.
Yeah, he should have tried a little bit harder. Should have put on, like, some fake employees. Well, not fake employees, like, that's their real job, but they don't have to do it.
Yeah. So you have a fake company of landscapers. I think Kawhi Leonard needs to be deported. ICE needs to round him up.
Well, that's insane, Tommy. That's insane. Kyle Schwarber hit 4 runs in 1 game. That's great, but...
Neat.
Yeah, neat. I mean, that's an awesome feat, but that's about all we got on that one. Fantasy football draft, Tommy. How do you feel you did? I had pick 11, which is a solid...
No, I had pick 11.
I had pick 8.
Yeah,
seven.
you did. I
7. I picked somewhere in the middle.
I had a shit pick. You see him trying to fucking gaslight me? I learned what that word means yesterday, and I am not impressed.
I think I was pick 8, which is about what I wanted, middle of the rounds, because I'm not too far away from my next pick, but I'm also not the farthest.
Yeah. I was 11th and then 4th.
Yeah, so I didn't want like a big disparity of like I have to wait 14 turns for my first one, 2 for the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not a good flip. But I got a good team. We're led by Jaden Daniels, of course.
Not bad, not bad.
He's a G. I got Breece Hall, which the Jets only ran during the preseason, so I imagine he's going to have their only statistics. Justin also is terrible. Wide receivers, I got Puka. Puka's solid. He's a real oos.
Nice.
And the rest were very memorable, but not memorable to me right now. We got some solid players, though.
I've got Josh Allen leading my team, one of my favorites on my entire roster. I've got DK Metcalf, and he is going to be so fucking unknown with Aaron Rodgers throwing to him. He can either be stellar or he'll be ass.
One thing I can tell you about DK Metcalf, he's a big bitch.
He is a big son
And
of
he
a bitch.
moves fast. So maybe just throw him some screens, Aaron.
Yep.
Head him in the screen game.
I got Mike Evans. wide
That's
receiver,
solid.
too. Yeah, I think that he's great. And I've got K Bass as my kicker.
Kenny Bass from Eyewitness News. Oh, thank God.
No.
I didn't think he was going to be a good kicker.
No, I've got Bass from Buffalo. I've had him on fantasy before, and he has always been fine. He's never disappointed me. Hopefully.
So what you're saying is Bass is an ass.
It's true.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You don't go Bass to mouth. Never.
He never goes Bass to mouth. All right, Tommy. So fantasy football draft happening. That is the siren to let you know football's back. NFL is here. Thursday, we have a game, which just airs after. You have a game on Thursday, and then Sunday, a full slate, and then Monday Night Football that is real. We had the Commanders one that was preseason. It was an all right thing, but next one is for keeps.
I know. And you know what I'm looking forward to the most? That sweet heavenly angel voice of Carrie Underwood telling me it is Sunday night.
Oh man, she's
Goosebumps.
beautiful. She's beautiful. We're all excited for football. Thank God it's back. Honestly, around like 3/4 of the season in is when I start to get depressed that we're almost out of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
About week 10.
Fuck. It really sets in. They call it seasonal depression, I think.
Yeah.
They call it seasonal depression. But there's so many fire games on this first weekend. So many rivalry games. Washington's in a rivalry game with the Giants.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Eagles start the season off. That's a rivalry. I think we have a stellar first weekend ahead of us. I'm very excited. And everyone should stick around for Blitz the Book. Because we're going to talk about every single game.
And
NFL, we don't miss a game. We don't skip NFL.
No, and not to mention, I think we're going to have some pretty good picks.
I would say it's Money in the Bank. Ching ching. The little Venmo noise. Ching ching. All right. So yeah, we are gonna move on to What's Up West Virginia, guys. We will catch you in 1 second.
None of these media machines will cover my state. And I just want to know, what's up, West Virginia?
All right, Tommy, we are in our regional segment of the show.
Yep,
Happens
West
every
Virginia.
week. What's up, West Virginia? Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang to you.
Wu-Tang.
Oh, Wu-Tang to you, good sir.
Wu-Tang.
So we have there's some lot of losses we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
Unfortunate as a West Virginia boss. It's a tough look. WVU didn't do bad. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
But did you see preseason's wrapping up? First games of this week. NFL named Mike Green a defensive prospect, a top defensive prospect after the preseason.
I did see
Marshall
that.
standout,
Yeah.
edge rusher. It's crazy that in the video that got him all the hype from the Senior Bowl, the guy he puts on his ass is the guy that Washington drafted in the first round, which is tough for me.
Yeah.
It also being an Oregon Duck that he put on his ass.
Right.
Thought he had duck feet, but
No, that's great. It's about time some Marshall people did something in the NFL. I know Geno's doing great, but when was the last time a Marshall guy did actually decent?
Ahmad Bradshaw went to the Super Bowl. It was a while ago. Ahmad Bradshaw went to the Super Bowl. Won a Super Bowl.
That is true. That is definitely true.
He was a starting running back too. He wasn't like a backup.
Yeah. Good point.
He would have scored a touchdown, but they wanted them to down the ball. He went down on the one, untouched, like no one around him. He could have had the touchdown.
I would have gone and scored.
Yeah, you get Super Bowl and the touchdown. How many? You never got an opportunity again. We'll say that part. You didn't get to try again.
No. Yeah, I think you take losses.
It's a rough loss to take.
Speaking of a tough loss, Marshall 45-7, but they did cover.
They did cover. They did. I was on site, boots on the ground,
Cool.
and not gonna lie, if I got barked at one more time, I was gonna punch that dog in the nose. I was gonna tear his ass up. They really take themselves as like a scary fan base, them dogs.
Yeah.
Like they kept saying like, oh, we're nice now, but you're not gonna like us if you do win, blah blah blah. But also kind of laughing upon the fact that they're like, did you come down here thinking you were gonna win? And at the end, I went in going, yeah, Marshall's gonna probably lose this game. It's gonna be cool to see. On the walk there, talking to those assholes, I was big on like Marshall better kick the fuck out of these dudes. I would love to rub that in their faces. That would have been great.
That would have been God. SEC students really think they're the tough shit, don't they?
Yeah, and you can just tell none of them can fight because I've seen the videos online where
Yeah.
it says 2 frat kids fighting and it looks like 2 girls fighting anywhere else. Just not good fighters.
Nope.
So I take my chances against anyone they have in their whole fraternity. And I think I do swimmingly. I would do well.
Yeah, I agree.
I would do well. So we have, like we said, we mentioned WVU did well. But let's save that for the end because we have some downers. We'll save that to get us up again.
Yeah.
Tommy, let's talk about our D2 and D3 schools of West Virginia.
University of Shepherd, a loss to Frostburg State, 27-41.
That's a tough break for Shepherd. I think, isn't Shepherd where Tyson Bagent went? Tyson Bagent is the backup quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
That's true. Yeah, that is exactly where he came from.
So it can look up for you guys. You can get another prospect like that from the hills in West Virginia. Let's go, Shepherd.
Go,
Get
Shepherd.
it together.
Let's see. University of Charleston coming through with a win, actually, against Livingston at home, 39-10.
UC, Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles putting it on them.
Yeah, but West Virginia State, a loss at Carson Newman, 41-10. Christ.
That one's rough. It's all right, State. Keep your heads up. You have a cool stadium. You have a cool stadium. The lights flash, the music, and all that good stuff. They have a cool stadium. Keep your heads up. Wins will come. The wins
Yeah.
will come. You got to keep your head up, though. Keep your head
Absolutely.
down. You're going to end up in the dirt.
And someone with an actual win, Fairmont State beat Seton Hill 24-21. A very close game. Wow.
They want a barn burner there to the last minute. They take the dub. That's what West Virginians do. You can't ever count us out.
No.
Sometimes in that last minute, we take the lead.
Absolutely. Now, a team that did not do that, Glenville State at Emory and Henry lost 45-17.
Fun fact. Dalton Ferguson went to Emory and Henry. Shout out D. Ferg.
That's hysterical. That's the college?
Yeah. So they won. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Good for Dalton.
Then Concord with a win against...
Wait, didn't Glenville play at Hoover?
They did.
It's a hell of a stadium.
Yeah, they play at Herbert Hoover High School. Very cool. Keeping it local.
Keeping it local, our alma mater.
Yeah.
You know, the boys.
Then Concord with a win at UVA Wise, 37-29. Another kind of close one. West Liberty with a loss at Walsh, 38-10. I'm noticing a pattern. When West Virginia loses in these, they don't score very much.
Yeah.
It's never like a high-scoring close game. Wesleyan.
Which isn't great because that means we didn't work on offense or defense.
No.
That just means we're not good teams.
West Virginia Wesleyan at Post, loss, 51-14. Wheeling at Claren, 34-0 loss.
I think the real win here is that Wheeling has a football team.
Yeah, it's very surprising to some people.
Yeah. I would say that's your win there, Wheeling. So you're undefeated in that mark.
Yeah, you got mentioned online. Yay!
Yeah.
Bluefield State, a loss, 49-23 to Tusculum.
Again, I think your success here is that you have a team, period. So you keep your head up. That's a win that you needed. You're undefeated in our books.
Yep. And
Undefeated.
Then last but not least, Bethany College, Division III. Their first game is actually today against Sewanee. Sewanee? Sewanee.
So, I know somebody that went on a college visit to Bethany.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't say his name because he's an aspiring actor. But they pooped in the stairwell during the stay. They pooped in the stairwell. They had no respect for Bethany. I had a potential lacrosse scholarship to Bethany, but they can't give athletic scholarships for some reason. They would have had to set up as an academic. So I was like, no. And I took my talents to West Virginia Tech and left in a year after I redshirted. But I could have played lacrosse at Bethany. I was pretty nice with the lacrosse.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. I didn't ever miss a shot. I was 4 for 4. To be honest, it was over 3 years, but I never missed.
Hey, that's pretty cool, though.
That's a stat.
That's a hell of a stat.
I wasn't afraid to pull the trigger. Some people would be, if you're 3 for 3, afraid to pull the trigger for the fourth. You don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
That 100%, you can never get that back. Not me. I pulled the trigger.
Love it. But that's our college West Virginia games of the week. Man, stick around. I bet West Virginia does better. But before we go, we still have some other West Virginia shit to talk about.
We're going to talk about the Mountaineers. Rich Rod's debut.
Yeah.
They played Robert Morris, which isn't a great school, but they beat them like they're not a great school.
And they covered the spread. Absolutely.
And that's really what matters here, because if it was a human game where it's like even like 42-28, you're like, Robert Morris is a nothing school. Yeah, you won by maybe 3 touchdowns, but they did score 4 touchdowns on you. They did hang 4.
Yeah.
So 45-3 is very promising, I think. If you're going to have to play the lower tier opponent anyway, beat the fuck out of them. Make an example. That's what you're paying them to play the game for.
Yeah.
It's what Georgia did to us at Marshall. They really made us earn those monies.
No kidding. They had to win this game big, and they did it. Rodriguez,
I
I think
they showed a highlight after the game at the post game when the Country Roads is playing as per every home win. I think I saw a tear come from his eye. I think he missed the place.
Ooh.
I think there's going to be a sentimental bond there happening. And I think Rodriguez is ready to watch our program flourish.
I think so. I think this is going to be a hell of a year for West Virginia. It's about fucking time.
Hopefully competing in the Big 12. It's possible. There's no juggernauts in the Big 12.
Yeah.
There's some good teams.
No,
No juggernauts.
I heard some asshole say TCU could be winning, but I don't think they can beat the Mountaineers.
I don't know. Beats the hell out of me. Wasn't me. But I think that's all we have. We had already mentioned some of the NFL players that have made the rosters already.
Yeah.
Fortunately, JJ tore his ACL. He is out the season, but he would have made the roster for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
We are going to post a graphic right after this segment telling you all of the West Virginia born athletes and college graduates, or went to the college, that are in the pros and where you can find them, what teams, so you can follow them and push for more West Virginia success.
Absolutely. Because that's what we all are rooting for. When it comes down to it, West Virginia to thrive.
Hear Me Out's next.
I don't know who would have said that.
Listen. Hear me out.
So, hear me out. When are you the happiest? When you're watching sports. Of course you are. You're human. You enjoy nice things. You like eating ice cream. You like touching boobies. You like watching football. So, why do we deprive ourselves of the fundamental enjoyments in this life? Life's so fucking short. Why do we have to deprive ourselves of the things we actually fucking enjoy? I think, hear me out, we should have football 24/7. Absolutely. From August to almost February, non-stop sports, non-stop football. And I don't think it's that unrealistic. Think about it. On any given Saturday or Sunday, there's tons of games going on at the exact same time. You can't possibly watch them all. And you can't even do we watch a little bit, goes to commercial, pick up another one. There's just too many games. If we as a society started stacking the games Monday through Sunday and actually had them non-stop, you could actually watch all of the important games. Think about it. How often has this happened? There's some great matchup, like say Texas versus Ohio State, and you want to watch the fucking Longhorns win a game. You're not going to, horns down. But at the same time, there's another game going on at LSU, and you want to watch that. Both are important. You don't want to keep switching back and forth. And unfortunately, they don't have the fucking NFL Sunday ticket for college football. You can have 20 games on the screen at the same time. Doesn't exist. They're making us pick and choose. And that doesn't make sense. Wouldn't the fucking people that broadcast this stuff want you to watch football? Honestly, if CBS was showing football at midnight, I might stay up and watch instead of fucking Young Sheldon. When was the last time you went to work and saw, hey, did you guys see the new Young Sheldon? Oh boy, can't wait to watch the Young Sheldon going on. No. How about NCIS fucking up your ass? No one cares about these goddamn bullshit shows. Show more sports. And this is where ESPN is trying to step up. They're trying to show more football because that's what people want. But it's not enough. Hear me out. They need to start having football 24/7 during the season. Contact your local senators or representatives and have this change made.
All right, guys, hear me out. Now, this one is something that is passionate to me. It's been a foundation through my whole life. And honestly, I think every year this topic, it gets attention. You hear it on forum pages, on Reddit, on Facebook comment sections. Every year when it comes out. And people just... Some years they're right. Some years they're right. Recently they're not. I wouldn't say you're Madden fans. This is about Madden. Hear me out. The game. Shut the fuck up. These people on social media, forums, they bitch about everything because, it gives them a 10-second thing on the internet. Not even that anyone would read it. They're not a celebrity, anything like that. Someone notices them. Someone's going to comment on it. And every year they say, make Madden better. At one point where we're at with video games and everything, what exactly you want them to make better? Gameplay and just overall graphics, the physics of the characters. That's all you should bitch about. Because that's all that's left. Otherwise, just let them update the rosters every year, and I'm a fucking happy person. At the end of the day, when you're asking them for change, you have teams of hundreds of idea people, blah, blah, blah. Most of them aren't football people on how to make Madden better because it's just the overwhelming audiences. That's what they're clamoring for. If you make too many fucking changes, you're changing the game of football. It might as well not be a football video game. If you don't like Madden, just shut up and don't play it. No one's asking you to. We're not asking for them to add in. I will say training camp was a staple since probably Madden 2000. I played since Madden 92 on Sega Genesis. Since Madden 2000, they had training camp, things like that. That is fine. But when you're asking them to keep adding to this game, at one point you have the game of football, and you're saying it's not enough for a video game, then don't fucking play a football video game. Just don't do it. We're not asking you to. People bitching has actually cost me one of my favorite game modes because they kept clamoring for change. And honestly, the first rendition of this game mode was the absolute fucking best version of it. About 4 or 5 years ago, there was a mode called The Yard, where you and a friend could get online and play, I think it was 6v6 football on a short-sided field. They kept it around for a minute. I think last year it was called Superstar Showdown or some retarded name. The point being is this game mode was perfect in its first year. It was called The Yard. Same general purpose. Short field, have so many downs to get down the field or it's a turnover. And then it's like the game ends on points when someone gets to a certain point total. The first time it came out, like I said, it was you and a buddy. You could have 2 on a team. And then you drafted the rest of the team from superstar players. It was random. They gave you like certain variants of the players that you could draw in there to make them like a better version of themselves. And then you would play against someone online. So you kind of had some control to it. The next year, they gave you these like fake players. The year after that, they gave you just a certain player, certain players. Every time it was the same players. And then the other team had the same fucking players with a different jersey on. As you can see, kind of fucking stupid. It's kind of really stupid. And every year I'm thinking someone in that room has to go, I think the version 4 years ago was a lot better. It was a better game. All we needed to do was improve the graphics. And it never happens. I think the game mode may be completely gone this year. What the fuck? At the end of the day, if it's coming down to these players these video gamers clamoring every year for change, go play something fucking else. We're not asking you to be football fans. It's just the greatest sport in the world. I think the video game should feel like you're playing the game of football. And adding mini games and things like that, and certain like button press combos to do things, it is fucking stupid. Madden, all we need you to do, nail the physics of the hits, nail the graphics, make sure our teams look fucking pristine in their uniforms, make sure we have all the rookies. And everyone, even undrafted free agent rookies, we want them on there as well. Make sure, everyone gets paid so we don't have a college football scenario, which you've always paid the NFL guys for it through the NFLPA. Blessed. If you ruin my fucking favorite game since I was born, we have a real problem. And that's all I have to say on it. Shut the fuck up. Keep Madden's name out of your mouth. And we have no problems. Keep it out of his mouth. It was a great game this year. I think on IGN it has the highest rating it's had in years. How about now, since there's literally no reason to complain, send Madden a comment or a review saying you like their game. Because you sure as shit wouldn't shut up when you thought you hated it. You wouldn't shut the fuck up. I think it would be the right thing to do to go ahead and tell Madden, stellar job, keep it up. And all we ask for is updated rosters next year. And if you can dial in the graphics more than they already are, we support that. But do not change the overall game. That is not what we want at all. Brooklyn Nets and former NBA champion Michael Porter Jr. was seen spotted at a luxurious hotel in Taipei with renowned trans influencer Zhao Allah. This is all to prove to the NBA brass and fans that he is a two-way player.
In league news, the WNBA broke a season attendance record of having over 2.5 million fans so far this year. This large upswing is partially credited to the large crowd of sex toy throwers attending recent games. When asked about the record, the WNBA commissioner stated, "I may not like how we're getting the numbers, but I'm stuck between a cock and a hard place."
In a shocking video that has went viral this week, budding MMA prospect and son of UFC legend Rampage Jackson, Raja Jackson was seen beating an independent wrestler after he was already unconscious. Just so happens this video has now become evidence that symptoms of CTE can be passed down generationally.
A recent news story has revealed that a bullet was fired through the office of Andy Reid, the Kansas City head coach, while he was inside and coming within 15 feet of his desk. This marks the second time Andy Reid has just narrowly dodged a bullet.
Immediately preceding the Aer Lingus Classic in Dublin, Ireland, An alarming video went viral of the father and brother of Kansas State quarterback Avery Johnson. Anyone can see in the video that the father won this turbulent exchange. This event shows the most strikes landed by a father on his son since Joe Jackson.
The MLB Mariners' Victor Robles has been suspended for 10 games following a bat heave at a pitcher. Robles has notably been hit with 3 pitches in his last 4 games. But, just like in real life, you should know it's not about the damage done, it's about what you can actually prove.
For MLS fans, Luis Suarez was seen post-game spitting on a Sounders staffer. I'm sure Luis was just imitating hit viral sensation Hawk Tua before he follows her lead and slips into obscurity.
In a recent news story, California has become the newest epicenter for America's newest, fastest growing low testosterone sport. No, not pickleball like you would imagine. It's actually high school girls flag football. Because just when you thought the bar couldn't get any lower, California finds a way to limbo themselves straight through Title IX hell to get under it.
In a candid interview with a reporter, Pat Mahomes was asked about the game in Brazil and stated that he has had the opportunity to teach Kansas City tight end and beau of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, how to use a globe. Travis finally answers the question posed by his Amazon Prime game show, "Are you smarter than an athlete?" Apparently, a 5th grader is.
Earlier in the week, a South Korean wrestling coach has been expelled from his team for assaulting a middle school athlete with a shovel to the head. The coach, now looking for a new career, is partnering with Dana White to introduce Korea's newest sports league, the shovel slap fighting.
Sweeping across headlines today, the Chicago Bears have banned the male cheerleaders from the Minnesota Vikings from attending the season opener on Monday Night Football. This to all just confirm what we already knew. Breaking news coming across the news desk, Clippers owner Steve Ballmer is under investigation for paying Kawhi Leonard through a shell company to avoid being over the salary cap. The Clippers paying Kawhi through a fake tree company is wild. Imagine committing salary cap fraud with a landscaping LLC just so your star player can sit 50 games. It's no doubt that the Clippers are trying to plant championship dreams while they only see... All right, guys, this is our NFL tier talk. We are going to tier the NFL teams in these 5 categories where we see them ranked. Well, we have all 32 of them. Me and Tommy both have a side here because, you know, our views are conflicting sometimes. We don't always agree. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and start. Tommy, let's go with the NFC East. Have you rank let's do the Giants.
Oh, the Giants. Oh, where's my Giants? Oh, this one is definitely, we are starting off low. We are at sell the team. That team hasn't done anything remotely good in years. My God, they traded away some of their best players because they tried to believe in other players, and it was just terrible ownership. Haven't seen anything good, and now they're relying on, honestly, a quarterback I don't care for. So sell the team.
All right, so I'm going with Giants, and I'm gonna follow you there, T-Bones. We're not different on this one. We're the same. The old saying goes, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. They have 3 quarterbacks.
Yep.
They did name Jackson Dart the backup, so why did you go get Jameis Winston? That kind of is beyond me. I think there's not a lot of football brains in the room. They got rid of Saquon.
Yeah.
So, Morris, sell the team.
All right, next. Let's go ahead, Jay. Why don't you go ahead and tell us where you want Green Bay?
Green Bay?
Yeah, I'm just going to pick random teams.
All right.
Is that your corner?
Green Bay.
Okay.
I'm going with Green Bay is mid because you get excited for them, especially when they're playing bad teams because it sometimes is an easy win. But you really just kind of see sometimes when they play the better teams that they're very average. They're very mid.
They are mid. Honestly, I was debating between mids and butt cheeks just because that's how I view Green Bay in general. But I'm going to move them up to mids because they do have Micah Parsons now, and that may be worth getting them to the mid-sevens to me.
The mids.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with so many teams. Let's go with Philly. We'll get Philly out of the way.
Philly?
Tommy?
Okay. Philly. No surprise here. They're still flying high. Go Birds. I mean, until someone can stop the tush push, they're going to keep being a fucking Super Bowl contender every year.
I hate doing this because I'm in their division. But I can't say I can't rank these teams with, you guys that trust me, ranking them less than this when my team got absolutely gobsmacked in the NFC playoffs or the NFC championship game.
Yeah.
They're the Super Bowl champions returning. They are the cream of the crop.
All right. Let's go from top of the barrel back to the bottom. Let's keep it the Jets.
Jets.
Yeah.
It looks like the New York is known for its stock market. And I'm saying here that the Jets are a sell team. You're going to want to sell. They say sell high. You're going to have to sell low because they're never coming up again. That's weird. Jets that don't fly.
No kidding. I don't think I'm following you this one. This Jet needs to stay fucking grounded. Get rid of it. Get it out of New York, actually. Fuck, put it anywhere else.
Anywhere else. Like Miami, Tommy.
Oh.
Rank Miami.
Now, Miami. Man, I still believe in Miami. I think they are a Pepsi team. We put Pepsi as a category because they're always second best at a restaurant. You always ask for Coke and they say, I'm sorry, but was Pepsi okay? And that's why they're our second highest tier. And I believe in Miami. Tua still has a couple of decent plays. He's not terrible. Tyreek Hill is settling lawsuits. It's looking okay for them. I think they have a little bit better than average talent.
All right, Tommy. I'm going with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh.
Our butt cheeks. They are just, in my opinion, they're not at sell the team. I like Mike McDaniel. I'll give him that much respect, one tier respect. They do have Tyreek Hill, but they have took away him being a captain, so I think that's going to affect his, the way he acts on the field.
Sure.
Maybe even demands a trade before week 8. That would be something.
That would be something.
Other than that, they have Waddle, who's not causing problems, but they have no defense at all.
Yeah,
They got rid of Jalen Ramsey. They did get back Micah Fitzpatrick, but that's a safety. Safeties are like the oh shit players on the defense. Like when they throw the deep ball, you're like, oh shit, at least we got a safety back there. But what if they throw short and just eat them up?
That's a good point. Man, they rely too much on the sun.
Too much.
Like the fucking Mayans. All right, Jay. Let's keep it in Florida. Let's see how you like the Jags.
Jags.
Oh, sell the team.
Sell the team. Tony Khan, just get what you can off of it. Or Tony Khan's the son who owns AEW. I'm wrong. Ahmad Khan, Shamad Khan, one of the Khans. Tony even talked to your dad. Sell the team. Y'all are doing very terrible at running this team. Do we remember the year where they were damn near undefeated and then Trevor Lawrence gets hurt and they lose every game and lose in the first round of the playoffs?
Yep.
Yeah, that was your best year you've had. And you fucked it up that bad. I'm saying sell the team. At least you got whoever buys it has some fine real estate there in Jacksonville.
No kidding. I hear that is the trailer park central of the world. Like there's more trailer parks than there are people.
It's where the hillbillies like to say they live in Florida.
Oh yeah, it's upscale white trash, definitely. Yeah. All right, Jay, what do you got for me?
You gonna rank the Jags?
Oh, the Jags.
It's easy to forget about the Jags, Tommy.
I'm gonna put my butt cheeks. I still think they have a little bit in them. Trevor Lawrence isn't done, and he's still fighting for some tradability. He doesn't want to die in Jacksonville, and I can't blame him. I'm putting my butt cheeks because they have potential. Didn't they just pick up Travis Hunter?
They did pick up Travis Hunter.
I'm putting my butt cheeks because they have vastly improved with Trevor, and I think they still have a pulse to them.
Pulse. All right, so I'm picking now. Tommy, give me a ranking for the Saints.
The Saints. When the Saints go marching, I think they need to march out of the fucking New Orleans. Sell the team. Hoo-wee. I mean, I like where they're at because it's an easy win for the Panthers every year, but every game's an easy win for the Panthers. But the Saints, man, they haven't had anything since Drew Brees, and they are missing the days of old. What do you think? What do you got?
The Saints are a garbage fire. I don't like one fucking quarterback they have on their roster. I don't like any of them. I don't know where to start with this fucking team. Your best player is Cam Jordan, and he's damn near retirement. I feel bad for the guy. He has to be on y'all's team every year when he also is eyeing retirement. What if he wants to be a Hall of Fame player? Not going to do it on this bad team. The upset, that's pretty bad when y'all's like hopeful is like to make over 9 wins.
Oh, yeah.
Like that wins your division at 9, like a secured win. So NFC South is one that literally had a winner that had a losing record a couple years ago. That made it to the playoffs because they won the division with a losing record.
Yeah, but things happen. Things are tough.
All right.
I like it. Let's see. Where do you like the Patriots?
Patriots.
They've been versatile.
I'm gonna go. I think last year they were a sell the team candidate, to be honest with you. This year I'm gonna go mids. I think the hiring of Mike Vrabel is a solid hire. He was a great Patriot. He holds very high what it means to be a Patriot. I think he's going to hold the new players to that standard. He runs a good locker room shape. I'm going mids because I wouldn't expect more than average from them this year, but that's where I would go with that one.
Fair. Me, not quite. I'm putting them down here at butt cheeks. I haven't seen much out of them. Their best player is Stephon Diggs, and he's even questionable.
He's dating Cardi B.
He may kill himself before the fucking season starts.
I like Cardi B.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
you like the music. You like her as a person.
I mean, her voice is kind of annoying, but that has nothing to do with her boobs. Not a thing. All right, Tommy. Let's go Titans.
The Titans. Oh, the Titans. Where
Feels like they always have a spot picking in the top 5.
You bet they do. Oh, I can't disrespect the team more. You're going to put all your hopes and dreams on a fucking University of Kentucky graduate? Terrible. Sell the team. Fucking find a different state to live in. Christ.
Titans. I'm going to follow suit. I think a lot of teams are ass, to be honest with you. It's kind of scaring me how negative I'm thinking about this NFL season by just who I'm throwing out here. Titans sell the team. It's, again, wonderful real estate in Nashville. You can make probably a couple billion.
Yeah.
Maybe $2 billion. Washington sold for like $4 billion. Y'all could be like 2, like half of us. That's about what you are.
Get them on Black Friday, maybe half a mil.
Black Friday deal. You know, maybe that's how you convince someone to take such a trash franchise. But you're in Nashville.
Yeah, you get the Titans and you also get half of the Predators.
Yeah, probably. They're a mid team as well. Well, they're a mid team, but this team sell.
Yeah.
Sell.
All right. Well, let's get a little bit more positive. How do you feel about Buffalo, the Bills?
Everyone knows, as I say it frequently, I am a huge Josh Allen guy. Huge. I think that they pretty much, I mean, they've had a spot in the AFC Championship, I think, like the past 2 or 3 years, which is scary for Buffalo fans because it's very reminiscent of Jim Kelly doing that same thing to them where they're 1 game away from the Super Bowl and they're just not making the Super Bowl. So I'm going Bills. They are the cream of the crop. They're in, I would say, the top 4 teams, if I had to say it. They're in that, so that's cream.
Absolutely. I think you're right on the money on this one. Josh Allen is the only one that can give Patrick Mahomes a run for his fucking money. Because God knows Lamar Jackson can't blow a fucking game before he gets there.
Alrighty. Tommy. I think I know where you're going to go with this one. Let's go Houston.
The Texans.
Buckeyes quarterback.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to sell that team. I mean, there is no hope for that team. If you're picking up an Ohio State quarterback, I don't know who's running your team. Helen fucking Keller or the ghost of fucking John Adams. But for some reason, you picked Ohio State, and honestly, I've lost all respect for you as an organization. I think you should sell the team, get a different logo, different state. Cut your losses.
Changing it up.
Yep.
I'm going to put Houston at mids.
Wrong.
And let me show you why you're wrong. They just got Nick Chubb. If Joe Mixon gets back to health, they got 2 very solid running backs. Nico Collins is done all right. I think C.J. Stroud, very stupid if you believe the test that he took. Very dumb person. But you don't have to be smart to play football.
Yeah,
I think there's been some mentally retarded folk that have played football and done just fine. I think the Texans' upside is just fine.
They won't win an even amount of games this year. Watch. All right, Jay. Let's give you something to think about. Where are you going to put the Vikings?
The Vikings, I'm going to put it butt cheeks. They do have the best probably receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson, top 2 at least.
Yeah.
I just don't know how J.J. McCarthy is going to do, and he didn't throw that much at Michigan.
Yeah.
So you're getting a guy who sat out a full season. He was mostly Jim Harbaugh was running like a running team. I don't know how that translates well when you need someone to get Justin Jefferson the ball. I am putting the Minnesota Vikings on butt cheeks.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think that's a wrong assessment. I'm going to keep them there. I would put them lower, but they had so much potential. They got rid of Sam Darnold.
You got Adam Thielen back?
They do have Adam Thielen, and that's going to be a big game changer. I don't want to put them in mid just for that. But until I see something out of that offense with the quarterback, I think you're right.
All right, Tommy. Let's do a. I think everyone knows where I would go with this one, but I go second. We're going Dallas. Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
So I recently had several Cowboys fans show me how there is a little bit of Dallas propaganda in the media that makes you think they're a worse team than they are. Dallas actually is very Pepsi. I know. And hear me out. They actually have some really solid stats. They've made playoffs and won games in the playoffs like for a very long streak.
But last year did they?
No. But they actually put up some good numbers, especially Dak Prescott is he's a top 10 quarterback. There's nothing you can really say about that. I think they're Pepsi. They got to do some upper management deal to get better. Maybe let Jerry Jones die instead of letting him harvest the organs of children. But what do you think, Jay? I know where you're going.
We know where I'm going. And now I'm getting on my soapbox here. Fuck them idiots. Fuck them. Fuck Jerry Jones. Fuck Dak Prescott. Fuck CeeDee Lamb. Fuck the new guy, George Pickens. Fuck them all.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Dallas. Sell the team. Jerry, you're a piece of shit. And you have fucking the mental disease that's your brain's getting eaten by age. You have that. You are sell the team.
Damn. Sounds how you really feel. All right, Jay, let's get you to calm down a little bit. How do you feel about Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, oh, that's not Cincy. No. I'm going to put Cincy up there at the cream of the crop. I think Joe Burrow's going to have another great year. I like Joe. He's got his weapons back. They're both signed to deals, so they're happy. They're happy. They got Trey Hendrickson signed to a 1-year deal, which I didn't think was going to happen, but they got that done. I think Cincy's going to put out a solid season this year. The NFC North is going to be a tough division.
That's a fair assessment. Unfortunately, we're ranking Cincinnati and we're not ranking Joe Burrow. So they are Pepsi. Until the team actually fucking improves, I'm not going to put them up cream of the crop. Yeah, that's just how I feel.
Oh, and he's out of there.
Yep.
All right, Tommy. Let's go with Atlanta. Oh,
The Falcons. Oh, man. This is literally a team, if you ask week to week, you'll put them in a different spot. Butt cheeks. I wanted to go sell the team, but they do have some solid players, and every now and again they will win a game.
I'm
So
verging on half the league needing to be sold here. Maybe just sell to the Saudis, all of them. All right, I'm going. No, butt cheeks. They're butt cheeks. Fuck Michael Penix. I don't see the hype at all. We beat him last year. He is a spud. I think his knee's eventually going to blow out this year. Fuck the Falcons.
nice, love it, love everything about it. Okay, show me where you want Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, I'm going to put them, actually, last year, they would have been lower. I'm going to go mids. I think they have a proven coach in Pete Carroll. I think Geno is a quarterback that has already been in Pete's system, so he doesn't even have to really learn it. They got Ashton Genty, who's a dog. Chip Kelly running the offense on offensive coordinator. They have a lot of upside this year, but I don't think they're past mids because they are in a tough division.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't care for them. I just don't think they have the talent. And honestly, the only thing they really I'd sell the team if it wasn't for the fact they do give the Chiefs a run for their fucking money every season. I have no idea why. But no, they are pretty much guaranteed. You know they're not going to win playoffs. They're just bad.
All right, next, Tommy, let's do Denver Broncos.
Okay, Denver. Oh, notoriously bad team. They actually had to build their fucking stadium a mile into the fucking sky just to have an advantage, trying to maybe stay close. I think you gotta sell the team. I don't think there's any redeeming factors for this team in the slightest. Even their logo's a little dumb. A blue horse.
All right. And I'm going to go Denver.
Generous.
Y'all are Pepsi.
Our first Pepsi from Jay.
Y'all aren't Coke. I think that kind of sums it up the best. Y'all are there, but you're not the best. Bo Nix, solid. Cortland Sutton, solid. Sean Payton's a proven coach who's been to the Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl. I think there's a lot of positive there. We just haven't seen all of the positive yet. But I think it's looking up for them more than it could be looking down.
Okay, that's fair. Let's get one of the three teams in fucking California. Show me where the 49ers go.
49ers, just because of the wide receiver questions this year, I'm going to put them at Pepsi. They have wide receivers on their roster, but all of them seem to be starting the season hurt. Do we know if Christian McCaffrey's back to 100%? Is he his old self still? We don't know that. He has sat out pretty much a whole year, minus a few plays he played in the last game. You just don't know there. There's too many question marks and injuries. Overall, it's a good team. Kyle Shanahan's a good coach.
Yeah.
George Kittle's there. It's solid. Brock Purdy usually doesn't make mistakes. I think that there's a lot there. You just don't know. With those question marks, they're not the cream of the crop.
I agree. On most of that. But, man, last season was just so underwhelming. I'm going to toss them in the mids. They're not terrible. You're right. They absolutely can hold their own with anyone. But can they actually? I don't think they can beat the Pepsi teams. If they were to go against any of the Pepsis, I think they would lose.
That's fair. That's how the ranking should go. All right, Tommy. Let's go the Bears.
The Bears. They need to go to hell. Sell that team. Get them out of there. Oh, man, what a dumpster fire. The Bears are so bad. Trump's singing the National fucking Guard just to keep people from rioting in the games because they're so terrible.
All right, Tommy. My section is full, but let's make it fuller. Fuck the Bears.
Fuck 'em.
Caleb Williams, I've said on way more than one occasion, we're going to prove this year that media has been wrong. This guy's been ass cheeks from the beginning, has not shown us anything, will not show us anything. Bears, sell the team. Sell the team.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Okay. How about the Pirates? Show us where the Buccaneers go.
The Buccaneers? Man, this is tough because I would...
Ooh.
He has the pieces for me to almost think about cream of the crop. Baker Mayfield, solid quarterback.
Definitely.
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin is back. They have Bucky Irving, who showed flashes last year. But I just don't think that they're in the same league as them, as Philly.
No.
Even though they almost beat Philly last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, they were close.
So I don't think they beat a Buffalo or a Cincinnati. So I mean that makes them. They're not Coke. These are the Cokes. They're not Coke.
That's definitely fair. And honestly, I don't even see them as Pepsi. I see them as the third choice Royal Cola RC. They are absolutely a fine team, but I think they're just past their prime. Mike Evans is kind of weak. Chris Godwin, he's not at 100%. Baker is struggling year to year. I just think everyone's past their prime.
All right, let's go Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Well, this is definitely a no-brainer. Until they quit being a Super Bowl conversation every fucking year.
They've been 3 years in a row. I think that kind of sums up.
Yeah.
We would look like dumbasses if we weren't. Both ranking Kansas City up in the top. Plus, as of this year, they've added Taylor Swift as a fucking weapon.
Yeah.
She is a weapon to have. And, good for Travis. Good for them in their engagement. I'm going Kansas City there because I don't know ball if I don't do that move.
No, exactly. Definitely. Okay. Something a little bit more divisive. Where do you like the Colts?
Yeah. I'm going to borrow his Colt, and then he can just steal it back from me.
Yeah.
I'll do that there because it would be mean to tell them to sell the team. The girls just got it from their dad passing away. I'm going to give them a year before we get that far. Tommy, as you mentioned in the pod, they may be tanking for Arch.
Yeah.
Trying to get another Manning in there. The uncle has a statue outside.
That's true.
Although he did retire a Bronco and won a Super Bowl for them.
Yeah, different horse.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Colts and butt cheeks. They are butt cheeks. They're not good.
Okay, I'm going to
Yep.
borrow this little bad boy and I'm going to have them sell the team. If your plan was to get Arch Manning after this last Saturday, you need another fucking 10-year plan. Sell the team.
Sell the team. All right, Tommy. What are you thinking about Jim Harbaugh in season 2 as the Chargers head coach?
Ooh. Mid. Just because Justin Herbert is doing a lot of fucking work for that team.
Mid.
Mid, definitely. Yeah, nothing stellar coming out of that team.
They got a one-eyed fucking running back in Najee Harris. The other running back is unproven from North Carolina, as we just learned. Not a great program. Not a great program.
UNC, yes.
Yeah, UNC.
Okay.
So I'm going to go Chargers are some butt cheeks. I think Harbaugh is the coach, and Herbert being a strong arm keeps them from sell the team. They're butt cheeks, though.
Definitely. That makes sense. Okay. How do you like the Steelers?
Steelers, I think this tier is literally the definition of Steelers. Every year, they are mid. They are mid. Right there.
I think that fits.
I think that's the definition of the Steelers. They are going to go barely above 500 and lose in the first round of the playoffs. Pitt, you're mid.
That makes sense. I'm going to put them just a hair below because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to take them down a notch. I definitely believe that. Which sucks. I have DK Metcalf on my goddamn fantasy.
That's a tough pill to swallow, T-Bones. All right, let's go. Tommy, where do you see Sean McVay and the Rams?
Okay, the Rams, I think, are very mid as well. I think all of LA is mid. Kind of all for the same reasons. Nothing stellar coming out of it. Not anymore.
I'm nervous to do this pick because, honestly, it can be an elite team. Matt Stafford's back. He is giving me some fear from doing that, but Puka Nacua is a top receiver in the league. Devontae Adams adding on. Hopefully being the over-top guy is going to be nice for them. More weapons for Matt Stafford. Kyron Williams is re-signed. Rams are not Coke.
Okay, I like it. Now, what about Cleveland? A team with more that challenges the Chiefs for DUIs and assaults.
Yep. They're poop. They're poopy. They should sell the team, flush the toilet, get the crap out. Jim has them. So just sell, bro.
Yeah.
Make what you can off them. I can't believe you signed fucking Watson. How dumb are you You're a dumb fucking idiot.
Terrible. I agree 100%. I think you hit on all the best reasons. Terrible.
All right. Tommy, we're going to go ahead and get this one out of the way because I see mine doesn't have one. The Cardinals.
I'm going to sell that team. I think they're terrible too. I haven't seen anything productive out of Kyle Murray in years.
All right. I'm going to, hold on one second. Let me grab it, y'all. I'm going to go butt cheeks. I think they have to show us something this year or there are going to be some major changes, i.e. coach. I think Kyler Murray will be done if he doesn't do more than he's done in the past. Maybe get off Call of Duty a little bit.
Definitely.
Maybe do that. That might be a smart decision for your career. So I'm going, the Cardinals are butt cheeks.
Alrighty. So, show me the Ravens.
The Ravens. It's another one I'm going to put up there in the cream of the crop just because Lamar Jackson, they had DeAndre Hopkins, Zay Flowers is a great receiver, Derrick Henry's on the team in the running back, and they always have a good defense led by Kyle Hamilton. Added Mike Green from Marshall,
Pretty cool.
a powerhouse on the edge.
Cool.
I'm going with Baltimore as part of the cream of the crop.
Nice. I'm going to stick them up there too. They would be Super Bowl contenders if they quit shooting themselves in the fucking foot every time they got close.
Shouldn't have got rid of Joey Flacco.
No, they shouldn't have. All right. What do you got next, Jay?
All right. For this one, we're going to save the best two for last. So, Tommy, tell me where you see the Seattle Seahawks.
Man, since getting rid of Geno, their only good thing, I think you got to sell that team. I don't like Seahawks.
I'm going to be just a little nice to them because they did hold their own in their division in games that I would say they were outmatched for. I'm going to go butt cheeks. Not quite a sell yet. Oopsie.
I'm excited.
Someone's excited. I'm excited because I'm nailing this tier talk. I'm absolutely killing it. Nothing is safe around me.
Okay. So the big ones. Jay? The Wild Hogs, the Commanders.
Commanders. I think there's only one spot for them on this thing. Honestly, up top, JD5 has got the boys going. Terry McLaurin is re-signed. Yeah, the running back's kind of a question mark. I think Bill has got our backs. Bill McCroskey-Murray, he's got our backs. We have Debo Samuel now that we didn't have. And Cliff Kingsbury's a great gadget guy. Likes end arounds, tosses, reverses. You want Debo being that guy toting the rock.
Makes sense. They got a lot of good weapons, a lot of stuff returning. I think they're only going to get better. But I think last year may have been Rookie luck. I'm going to put them at Pepsi until they do it twice.
I was going to be nice to you, man.
Oh, I know.
We got the Panthers coming up.
I know.
Go ahead. Tell us why you think the Panthers are going to be good. Is it Bryce? Do you think Bryce is in the kitchen?
It is 1,000% because Bryce is in the goddamn kitchen. Woo! Panthers. We are looking at another fantastic season, only getting better. Bryce is coming into his own. He picked up a lot of good stuff. He's trimmed some fat, got rid of some players we didn't exactly need, making room or growing. Honestly, I could see us winning every game, but that's just me being realistic. What do you think?
Carolina. Did you do enough this offseason? That's what we're asking here. Did you do enough? Oh, come on. Everybody, just mind. Give me a second. I got this. I got it. Did they do enough? Did they do enough? I'm putting y'all on the state line between
Hell yeah.
Pepsi and Mids because you just don't know if they did enough. They're teetering on that. They could be a solid above 500 team.
Yeah.
They could be a 3-win team and see y'all picking in the top of the draft again. We hope that doesn't happen for you, Tommy. I don't think your mind can't not take that for another season in a row. So we're going to put them on the state line between Pepsi and Mids. And we hope for the Pepsi, Tommy. We hope for the Pepsi.
We hope for the Pepsi.
All right. We are excited for this season. We have a full slate of NFL games tomorrow. Let us know where you have the teams ranked today in the comment section below. Maybe even you can send us a video and we'll feature it on the next episode.
Yeah.
On your exclusive tier, Talk for Yourself. So we are going to get to a digital short.
Ooh.
A digital short. I think we have a good one this week. It is a solid, very funny.
Gotta keep the story going.
Got to keep it going.
Yep.
They're craving for it. They want to know more.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Tommy Gunn.
Hey kids. Guess what we're gonna do today? Today, we're gonna have all the fun we can inside, where no one can hurt us, where I'm safe. Anyway, so what can we actually do inside to have a good time? Follow me, I'll show you. For example, what could be safer than watching a sporting event in the middle of the day where you don't have to worry about people outside coming to get you because they have Jobs or occupations. You can catch a baseball game and really sit back and enjoy it with perhaps your faithful companion. Mine's Rosemary Kennedy. Ah, what a good girl. And another fun activity you can do is playing hide and seek, like what I'm doing with Rosemary Kennedy. Me and her have been playing a long time. She's like Saddam Hussein, pretty good at it. I'm a little bit better. I'm like the guy that killed Gabby Petito. They'll never find me, except my corpse in a swamp. But I think I've done a pretty good job hiding this time. I don't think she's ever gonna find me.
Oh, Tommy, I know you're in there, you fucking putz. How about you get out here and give me my fucking money right goddamn now? Hey, Rosemary Kennedy, go get your worthless owner and tell him it's collection day. You hear that, Tommy? No more of this hiding bullshit. You fucking want to play with me, Tommy? This is what you want to do? I got you, motherfucker.
I think we won hide and seek today, kids.
Eat brick, bitch.
Trey Young must be hanging outside my window. Someone keeps throwing bricks.
Blitz the book.
All right, guys, we are at Blitz of the Book. How do you feel like you did last week, Tommy?
I did all right. A lot of my bets didn't hit up, but I switched it up and made some recoveries. I know for a fact Notre Dame was not going to win a game, so made some money on that. I predicted Belichick underperforming. Could have made more money. I took TCU's money line instead of the spread. I still had some hope in Bill. It's gone now. But overall, made a little bit of money. And you know what? If you can make some money in a weekend of gambling, even if it's 27 cents arbitrarily, if it was 27 cents, hey, that's 27 cents you didn't have. That's a gumball.
That's a gumball.
How about you, Jay? How'd you do?
I feel like I pocketed some good money out of this weekend. Where I went wrong was taking any overs.
Yep.
Absolute murder fest. Other places I feel like I could have done better. I wish I didn't put money on Texas. That's for sure.
Horns down.
Arch Manning looked bad.
Terrible. Looked like ass.
Yeah, he was missing open receivers, throwing behind receivers, tried a sidearm where he missed the guy by like 5 yards.
Terrible.
It was just not a good look for Arch. I do think some of it was scheming. Ohio State did scheme defense well. Give him a bunch of looks to a guy who's not played many snaps, hasn't really started a game. I think he might have started one last year against a nobody. But he looked mad, what do they say? Pedestrian. Mad pedestrian. Like Johnny Go Anyone could play football that level.
Yeah. Very unimpressive.
One over I did hit on him, though.
Yeah.
They had his over-under on rushing at 25. He absolutely destroyed that. First half, he had 35.
Interesting.
So look for Arch's rushing yards in the future.
So he's not a true Manning in that he will actually take off with the ball.
No, he's got some scoot to him.
Because didn't Payne, like his whole career, rush for 25 yards in the NFL?
I think so, and he looked mad slow. He had a touchdown once. I swear it was a 1-yard touchdown that took 7 seconds.
Are you sure that wasn't like one of those Make-A-Wish where all of them are like diving behind him and stuff? Like, yeah,
It was a play action that he sold so well that everyone went after the running back, and he had so much time to get to the end zone, and he took all of it. Oh, man, it's like he fucking walked. Like, it was bad. But he's got feet like his grandpa.
Okay.
Archie was a runner. So, first game, Tommy, we're going to go for this week. We're going to talk about the only ranked versus ranked matchup in this week. Michigan at 15 versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma's the home team. They are 18th in the rankings. Over under 45.5, which going into last week, I was like 40 points would be definitely. I was taking spreads at 50.
Yeah.
Hold the forces that this week. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oklahoma's favored by 5.5. Tommy, are you gonna bet on the Sooners here? Are you feeling Boomer Sooner, or are you gonna follow Dave Portnoy's Michigan Wolverines?
Yeah, I like the Wolverines if they're in my Red Dawn, the original 1980s. That was a very good movie. But on football games, I got to take Oklahoma. I mean, Michigan had a good opening game. Can't deny them that. But, man, until I see them playing some quality opponents, I'm not going to buy into them this season. That's what happened last year. They beat Ohio State, but ass everywhere else. Let's see how they do against a quality opponent. And Oklahoma, there's nothing to sneeze at. I know everyone pulls out their tissues and blows their nose at them, but like Baker Mayfield, who used to be one of the best Panthers quarterbacks of the decade, after he left. Oklahoma can produce some talent, and I think 4.5 or 5.5 is very generous. I think they can cover this, especially since being there at home. The over/under, I feel like Oklahoma has to score most of it, but I could definitely see Michigan putting up 14 or 17 points. So actually, I like the over on this one, and that's where I'm going to get burned. But I like the Sooners covering with the over.
I too am thinking over here, but we're gonna split on the winner. I'm gonna take Michigan. Obviously, I would take it money line. If you're not as brave of a person, 5.5 is good. Good points, I feel like, and honestly, not that much of a discount. I may take it just because it's not that much of a discount. It's minus 110 versus plus 115.
Nope, no kidding.
So honestly, like what, $2? Yeah, might just take the 5.5 to be safe. But I'm thinking Michigan covering plus the over here is the best bets I'm seeing. I think Bryce Underwood is more of a dual threat. He's going to be able to go a little bit. And he threw for 251, almost 300. I know they didn't verse really anybody last week. It was Eastern Michigan.
Anyway, we're split on this one except for the over. I think the over is a lock, and that's our pick.
Yep. So we're going to move on to the next game.
Yep.
It's not a ranked matchup, but I feel like it's going to be pretty competitive, always is. Iowa versus Iowa State. Iowa State is ranked 16. They are coming in 2-0, while Iowa is only 1-0. Iowa State, I feel like, is cooking a little bit. They beat K-State over there in Ireland.
Yeah.
Got a win last week. I'm leaning toward the Iowa State Cyclones here. Tommy, personally, what are you seeing in this one?
Yeah, I think this one's actually a no-brainer. And this one you can make some money on. They have Iowa State Cyclones at plus 102 for odds for a minus 3.5 spread. I think that is incredible because the Cyclones, I know it's 2 games, don't get me wrong, but the starting quarterback has a total passing yards in 2 games, 461. The Hawkeyes, in comparison, in 1 game, has 44. Now, for some of you Hawkeye fans out there, let me explain that.
They took the rock.
Let me explain that. In 1 game, 461 is close to 230.5. In 2 games for the Hawkeyes,
He only played 1.
but 2 games would be 88.
Oh, yeah.
If the Hawkeyes were to play 10 games, they'd be at 440. Still not quite the Cyclones, but close. That's not good. I think you take the over, or I think you take the spread on this one. I think the Cyclones have it all day.
You want money line?
Oh, no, take the spread. Take 3.5.
3.5? I definitely am taking the under because if Iowa has their way, they're going to play defense and tote the rock like they did in their last game. So I think if that happens, if you're leaning Iowa, if that's where your mindset is, you better take the under too because those two things, they don't exist not together. Like,
Right.
There's no way that Iowa wins a shootout. It's not going to happen.
No.
But if I'm taking Iowa, I'm thinking money line because I know it's going to be a close game. It's like an in-state rivalry game. It's always a really close game, sometimes like 1 or 2 points. So I'm going to stick to money line. You're just counting on Iowa State to score all the points. Under. I think I might go under here because I don't think Iowa brings much to the dance. Honestly, I could see this being a 10-17 game or something like that.
It could
low.
be Ohio State, Texas.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be something low because I don't think Iowa scores 3 touchdowns. I just don't think that happens, which is only 21 points.
How low do you think it is? Do you think it's low like a T-Pain song, or do you think it's low like an underage girl on Epstein's list, her age? How low were we talking? That's right. I went there.
I'm trying to think which is lower because obviously you quantify the kids by age,
Right, of course.
and then but I'm like those girls did drop it low. They were like pretty low.
Yeah. The girls or the T-Pain song?
The T-Pain
Because
song.
you got low, 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 low.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like that's pretty low.
That's
so
very low.
Is it lower than Epstein's girls though?
That's so tough.
See, that might be low
Because
morally.
they won't release the files. We don't know.
Low morally maybe. So that means rock 0, 0.
Damn.
So that means that's the lowest. I would go T-Pain's Shoddy Getting Low as how low of a chance you have at Iowa winning with the overhitting.
I agree. Those things just do not occur.
They do not exist together. But Iowa State, I think there's high possibility in them winning and then take the under because Iowa Hawkeyes, they're not going to bring out anything offensively to the party here.
Nope, I agree. That's I think we settled on this one.
Yep, settle on this one. We're going to the next one. On to the next one. All right, we have two that are staying in this game, staying in the state of Texas. We have Baylor coming in on 1 loss already versus SMU 1-0, ranked 17th in the country. Baylor is a +3 underdog. Over under 65.5. Money line. SMU money line -135. Tommy, are you leaning toward the Bears or the Mustangs?
The Bears are not going to win this game, I don't think. This one's tough because it is a Texas game. It's not that big of a road game. All the Texas teams, I think, have a small rivalry between them, even if it's not like official. Texas Tech, Baylor, Texas, SMU. I think they all don't like each other to the same extent, even though they may hate one more. But Baylor has never really impressed me. They play West Virginia and they go back and forth, and that was back when they had fucking Neil Brown. So, God, I don't like them. I think SMU wins. I don't feel comfortable about a 3-point spread because that's definitely a fucking. They did that on purpose. That's a field goal.
Yeah.
They were expecting that shit to push. They're expecting it to end with a last-minute field goal or an overtime win. I can see that. So if it does go into overtime, which I can very much see that happening, I don't hate the over. I know the over is 65.5. High. Very fucking high. But Baylor, in a loss, put up 419 passing yards to the Mustangs 260. These teams, I think, are going to be scoring on each other. I think it's going to be like a youth church camp where everyone's just going to be banging all the time and everyone's scoring. I think it's an inappropriate over. I think you take the 65.5, and I think you take the Mustangs money line.
The only thing I really feel safe on this one is Mustangs money line, so I agree with you on that. After last weekend, it's hard for me to take 65 at all.
That's a lot.
Fucking Ohio, Texas was 21 points. That hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt real bad. And then there was a couple. I was off by like 15 points. I was like, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So I can't do that again. I can't do it to myself. So I'm going to stay away from the over-under on this because I could definitely see. I know how it got there and how they predicted this to be such a high over.
Mm-hmm.
I know where that comes from. It looks like the under is a slight favorite at the moment, but I'm not trusting that. I'm going to just avoid that. I'm going Mustangs money line. Tommy agrees, but he also adds the over in his parlay. So we're going to go on to the next one. Tommy, tell him what we got for him.
Absolutely. We have the Oklahoma State Cowboys going to Oregon to face the Ducks. Quack. And the over-under is opening up at 58.5. That's where it's remaining. And the spread has remained even at 28.5 in the favor of the Ducks. Ooh, it looks like 93.3 of American bettors are taking Oregon on this one. Jay, where do you land as a long-standing Duck fan?
Go Ducks. That 28.5 scares me, dog. That's 4 touchdowns. They're really giving you a spread here.
That's more than 4 touchdowns.
If they were playing like a D2 program and just filling a week. Oklahoma State's still in the Big 12. Like they're not ever a powerhouse, but they're going to cover that, to be honest with you. I'm a Ducks fan all day, but I don't think we win by 5 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns and a field goal on Oklahoma State. They're just a more respectable program than that. Mm-hmm. So money line's turned off. Can't take Ducks for a win, but Ducks are going to win this fucking game.
Definitely.
I would take Oklahoma State to cover 28.5. I would take the over too because one thing Oregon does, even when their defense is good, they got good recruits in, but one thing Oregon always does is have a high-powered offense. So we're going to score points. I think Oklahoma State does score probably 21 to 28 points range, which contributing to that, I think would make that a lot more doable.
Jay, this is one I'm going to argue on this. Not the Oregon Ducks winning. I think the Ducks have it, The spread, I'm going to avoid. This one is a fucking trap and a half. Whatever I bet on, it'll absolutely be the different one.
All right, so yeah, don't bet on them.
But I think you take the under on this Cowboy because the Cowboys last game put up 136 total passing yards. They're a solid team on defense too. Oregon, solid on defense. Good on offense. But man, I don't think you discount the Cowboys' defense. I think it's going to be a knuckle-drawn fucking fight. I think it's going to go out to the wire. Saying that, I think the Cowboys do cover. I think they keep it within about a touchdown or so. And I just do not like 58.5. It's too high. I think both teams are going to be very respectable and keep it within 40 or so points of each other.
So I would say we'll take the split on that, but we're both taking Cowboys cover.
Yep.
And just talking, because we're talking about the Oregon Ducks anyway, Dante Moore did a great job last week, I feel like.
Yep.
But in the caliber I had for him, maybe I have too high of expectations from the guy. I thought he should have thrown for more than 213 yards on a Missouri State team that's playing Marshall this week.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're supposed to be one of the most premier teams. They have you at 6 now, but we know within the next couple weeks you'll be a top 3 team. You can't be doing you won actually handedly on the scoring, but you've got to get his arm going.
Yeah.
Whether it's easier passes he's going to make because the other team's not as good. I know that if he has a rough week or two when we start playing tougher schools in the Big Ten, Oregon likes his backup. So he, for himself, trying to keep that job, he needs to do better. He needs to keep your high percentage up on completions, but we got to get you some yards. You always have good receivers at Oregon, so you should have the weapons to do so. But I think if you give Dan Lanning a thought or a chance to think, he may put Novosad in, which is a solid backup quarterback. He's quick, has a decent arm, and Dante Moore has been waiting for this. So you've been waiting for this time. You had to sit behind the starter last year. You stayed.
Yeah.
Don't lose that to a guy if you can help it. That's all I'm saying. Maybe try to show out here. Put up a 300-yard game. Oregon has had some very solid passers come out of it in the past. Justin Herbert's a big arm. You got Bo Nix, who's killing it on the Broncos right now. Went to the playoffs.
Justin Herbert's never won in the playoffs.
I don't think Broncos won either. But they made it.
Talent.
They made it.
Talent.
Mariota being the worst one, but Mariota won a national championship and beat Jameis when they said that team was unbeatable.
Jameis Winston is an American fucking treasure, and I will not hear his slander in this goddamn studio.
But that's all I wanted to say. Just get that off my chest about Dante Moore.
Hey, that's fair.
Don't lose your job, brother. Push. Let's see some good passing out of it in this next game. You usually have the weapons. Let the Ducks fly. That's all I'm saying. Ducks got to fly.
Ducks got to fly.
Ducks got to fly.
I think we settled this one.
Yep. Going on to the next one. Yeah. All right. For this next one, we have Ole Miss versus Kentucky. Tommy, we'll get out of this one. Lane Kiffin's trying to really have a great program here. Kentucky actually didn't do too bad last year. They had some upsets. What are you seeing on this one? I personally am seeing Rebels are going to cover here. That's just me.
Absolutely. Not only are the Rebels going to cover, they'll probably win by at least 3 scores because Kentucky absolutely is a trash fucking state, is a trash fucking school. In fact, Kentucky is only second to Ohio in terms of how bad they are. I mean, in terms of states that border West Virginia, Kentucky is my number 2 and the least favorite. It goes Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland. I like the crabs. They're very yummy.
They do have good crabs down there. Good seafood.
I don't trust the fucking traders. You know, I like saying fuck Pitt when we sing This Week Carolina. But Kentucky, ass. Hate Kentucky. They give West Virginia a bad name because those dumb fucking hicks. Everyone associates us with the Appalachian culture, and they're like, no, we're good, respectable, honest people, and those subhuman monsters are making us look bad. And I know they have a decent fucking basketball team, but I don't think they even belong in the goddamn SEC. When was the last time you heard about UK doing good in football? You always forget what conference they're in because they're like, oh shit, they are SEC, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't think you're bad? Yes, they are bad. And America agrees with me because 83.6% of I about said voters. 83.6% of voters said they absolutely fucking hate UK and they hope they burn in hell. Jay, what do you think?
I'm thinking crush the over here and minus 10.5. I think you get that. I think Lane Kiffin's going to try to make an example. And UK had 85 passing yards last year or last week. So anytime I think you have your quarterback throwing under 100 yards, you're going up against an SEC defense this time. I think he's going to get shredded. I'm going over 10.5 and over on the total points.
Isn't that one UK quarterback Will Levis doing very well in the NFL?
Nope, he's already got his job taken.
Yeah, wild.
Wild.
What a coincidence.
Some say he was so bad that the Titans had the first overall pick in the draft. That bad.
Yeah.
Worst team in the league. So, Ole Miss all day. Let's go Lane Kiffin. For the next game, we have a matchup of Big 12 versus SEC. We have number 12 Arizona State under Dillingham versus Mississippi State, 1-0, the Bulldogs. Arizona State is -6.5. And then you have money line toward Arizona State lands you about -225. And the over on the game, 59.5. That is, those ones close to 60 got me nervous, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. They are not my favorites right now. I immediately thought not taking over in that, or maybe avoiding it, but I'll probably take it. I'm thinking under on that one, and Arizona covering because I can see them winning by 7.
Yeah.
I believe Mississippi State, they played last week, University of Southern Miss, where Fathead is at. They beat a bunch of nobodies, you know. Their coach sucks.
Right.
Down there in Southern Miss, they don't know up from down. They're fucking idiots out there.
Nope. They hate winning bowl games. I know that.
They hate winning bowl games. They're all quitters.
Quitters.
So they just versed a bunch of quitters week 1. Arizona State's going to cover here 7 points, but I think it will be a high-scoring game.
I don't know about this high scoring, but I
low scoring.
Oh, I definitely
That's
see.
my fault.
Definitely see the Devils covering. I don't think that's hard. 6.5. That's on purpose. They want you to have this one. They want you to toss this into your parlay. So you toss something else, and they're like, okay, that's too easy. I don't want to place $5 and win $4.50. I'm gonna mix it in with something, and that's what you should do. Easy money on this one.
All right, so we're going Arizona State cover is the lock. Jay's saying under 59. Tommy, do you second?
No, I'm avoiding that over under.
All right, Jay's taking under 59.5. The over on 6.5 for Arizona State is the lock. For the next game, we're covering not because of its competitiveness, but even though I will say on betting sites, they have it being more competitive than I think it should be at all.
Okay.
But going to the Marshall game last week, we deserved it. We deserve it. I could honestly see them have maybe gave it a lower spread based on how we played.
Yeah.
We'll just get this out there in the air right now. The coach said that he was announcing our quarterback. You would think that it took him that long to decide. Looking at the plays he ran against Georgia to start out that game, I don't think they were 100% sure on who they were putting out there.
Not at all.
I think when Zion Turner came in the game, they had a better game, 6 for 700 yards. He was in driving when they scored the actual touchdown.
Now,
So I thought they were going to be kept off the board.
Now, is he the true freshman?
No.
Which one is he? Because there's 3.
I don't think he started.
No, he did definitely started. He started in the second quarter,
Then it might have been Zion.
I think. 'Cause I saw his stats came up on there. They brought him out.
Yeah. Then it was Zion because Zion went in second.
Okay.
But yeah, so they even put the third guy in. So that's how you really fucking know they didn't have a real decision.
God, yeah.
They put the third guy in just to be like, is this going to change anything? Which is terrible. The Georgia fans were mean about it. Dickheads. I wouldn't be so mad if I were them. They're a top-ranked team. They got girls with huge butts everywhere. It's unreal.
They're just mad because they just know they're not going to be able to beat Ohio State, which is awful. You guys should be so much better. Do better, UGA.
If Marshall won, and there were just girls with big hooters and pooters everywhere, I'd be pretty happy. I'd be living on fucking sunshine. But anyway, we'll get to this game. I think Marshall, right now, it's on the favorite. Looks like Missouri to cover. Missouri State. I'm going Marshall here to cover just because I'm a homer. If you're not a Marshall guy, maybe don't follow us on this one. But I'm going because I'm a homer to -10.5. I'll be there. I'll be on site, boots on the ground again. Maybe I shouldn't because of the bad luck charm, possibly.
Maybe.
I was there at Georgia. But plan is to be there, boots on the ground, Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Devin's having a tailgate.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe anyone should stop by.
I think anyone will.
This will be playing at the tailgate.
Ooh.
Hello, Devin's tailgate.
You might see some live content.
Woo!
You may see a fight. Hell, you might see someone fuck a fat bitch.
I don't know.
It's like that, I was trying to reference the Dave Chappelle, the Samuel Jackson beer.
Oh,
You'll be fine no time. Anyway, I like the Marshall money line. I do not like the spread until I see some actual good stuff. Until I see Marshall score 10 points, I'm not going to take them to cover a 10.5 point.
to be honest, that's probably the fairest thing you've ever said. That is all goddamn. I'm a homer. I'll take it. But that is a very fair point. They haven't even scored 10 points yet, let alone cover the 10 points.
10.5 even. They got a score and a fucking field goal. They couldn't even get close enough for the fucking kicker to get some practice. Anyway, minus 360. I think you toss it into a parlay just for some safe money. Marshall's at home. They got to have at least one win. They're not going to go the whole season without a win. This could be the only one.
We'll say the lock is Marshall as a parlay piece at minus 360 because Tommy makes a lot of sense. We're moving on to the next game. We're not going to think too much about all the painful feelings that happen inside when you realize how bad they are. I don't want to talk about it anymore. WVU didn't look terrible against their opponent. They were a lower class opponent, but they won the way you're supposed to beat lower class opponents, I feel like.
Heavy.
WVU is versing a Marshall actual rival
Yeah.
in the Ohio Bobcats. Ohio lost their first game. Honestly, this game is pretty close on the matchup predictor. I don't think it's gonna be. I'm jumping onto their ship early. I'm trusting Rich Rod to not leave us by the third game. I'm trusting him to get to 2-0. That's what I meant. I'm going Rodriguez cover here, minus 3.5. Staying away from the 58.5 because I don't think the Bobcats come to play ball.
No, I think Mountaineers cover this by at least 2 scores. I don't know why it's so low. I know they're discounting us because we beat Robert Morrison, some shit team from nowhere. But this is still WVU. Like, this is a Rodriguez picking up where he left off. This is like when you break up with your girlfriend, go a couple months and get back with her again. You're not starting at round 0. You're going straight into handy J's and BJ's on a regular basis. You don't have to build up to it. Rodriguez is back. I'm jumping on the fucking bandwagon. I still have my Rodriguez shirts in case something happens. But I think West Virginia has some actual fucking talent. They did what they needed to last week. They covered a spread. Rod could not come out like Bill Belichick with a fucking whimper. He came out with a fucking roar, won a game he had to win by big numbers, and he did. And I think he can do it again here. I think 3.5 is disingenuous to the WVU brand. I think if this was the same team last year, the spread would be higher. I think they're discounting Rod, and I think we should take advantage of it. It's minus 105 on the points, or the odds. So I think Las Vegas is discounting us. Fucking God is discounting us. And I think we rise up and show them that WVU ain't no pussies and can cover a goddamn spread. But that's just me.
So, Tommy, all of that to say that our boo is back and Rich is ready to get his fuck on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going with you. We're all in. We're going with Rich Rodriguez to get his fuck on. Minus 3.5. Go Ears. All right, so that was the last of college football. Next, we're going on to UFC.
Nice.
All right, guys, we have a fight night this Saturday. So you can diversify your betting.
Yep.
In case you're not a good football bettor. I don't know who. It's not us. That's a problem we don't have.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. But if you're doing bad, maybe UFC is where you win back your money.
Yeah.
Or maybe you lose more and your wife bitches about it, and you're like, why are we doing this right now? I have money on this fight.
Yeah.
Charles, no.
Like, you waste money all the fucking time on goddamn groceries.
And groceries never brought money back in this house. So we're going to go jump into this UFC card, and hopefully, if you're a loser, you make some money back here by listening to us. We have in the first fight, Axel Sola versus Reese Skeletor McKee. McKee is 14-6-1. Axel Sola is 10-1. Looks like we have another UFC debuter here.
He's 10-0-1.
10-0-1. He has not lost, but he does have
a tie. Or is that a no contest, perhaps?
No contest goes 1 NC.
Okay, so it's a tie.
Reese McKee has a tie too.
Okay.
So yeah, Axel Sola is debuting. Reese McKee, I think, is fast and very underestimated. He's actually only 2 years older than the guy debuting, and has had almost double the. He's had double the fights. I'm going Reese here. Reese is also a long, rangy fighter. He's weird for the weight class. He's got long arms and legs. He's able to keep his distance well, and he's also not bad at submissions. I'm going Reese McKee here.
I'm going to have to go against you just because I like the idea of Axel never losing a fight. I know that's in the scrub league, but he's also southpaw, and I've got a little soft spot for southpaws, because of Rocky. So just for the dissent and for a little bit of fun, I'm going to take Axel.
Can you say that like Rocky would?
Hey, yo, I'm going to take Axel.
Great. That was That's what I needed.
If lives can change, your use can change.
So I'm going Reese McKee. We're split here. Tommy's going Axel Sola, but as Rocky Balboa, not Ricky Bobby, which are really similar names actually. Ricky,
Yeah.
Rocky.
Shake and bake.
Hey, shake and bake. So we have, for the next fight, we have Bolaji Oki, the Zulu Warrior, versus Mason, the Dragon Jones. Bolaji Oki is 10-2, and Mason Jones is 16-2 and 1 no contest. Tommy, what are you thinking on this one, brother?
This one is very tough for me.
Very similar records in their last 5.
I know.
Both coming off wins. Those wins were off of losses. That were off of wins. Like, it's very back and forth, too.
I'm going to have to take Mason Jones just for the height in takedown average. He has a much higher average. He has about the same defense going into it, so that's going to be the struggle. But I definitely see this one going to the ground. And I see perhaps him winning just by fucking points. With that high of a defense, I can see him dominating control and winning that way. So I think it's going to be Mason Jones, go the distance. And, yeah, that's it.
I'm thinking Mason Jones distance as well. I think he's going to wrestle him. I mean, Bolaji Oki is 75% on takedowns, but he only averages 1 takedown a fight.
Yeah.
So he's not shooting a lot. Or I would have said that this is just going to be an overall boring fight and they were going to wrestle the whole time. But then you get called a casual online in a comment section, which is mean and untrue, because I've been watching UFC for over 15 fucking years. I'm going to get called a casual for not liking wrestling? They can shove it up their gay asses. All right. Yeah. We're going to move on to the next one. We have Modestus Bukalkis, the Baltic Gladiator, versus Paul, the Bear Jew Craig. That's really his name, Tommy. That's no joke. So I can feel confident in saying it without a giggle. Tommy, are you taking Modestus or Paul? The Baltic Gladiator or the Bear Jew?
I don't want to say. No, my heart says don't take a Jewish athlete. There's a reason they're not well known for their athletic ability.
He's also Scottish.
But the Bear Jew is such a fun name. We all like that movie, Quentin Tarantino. 18-6 versus 17-9. I do not like the Bear Jew. I know I'm going to get canceled for that. They're going to say I'm pro fucking Moss. I'm taking the Baltic Gladiator. I'll take Modestus. I think he wins this and enjoys a nice Modelo afterwards. And that's that.
I'm going against you here, Tommy. I'm going Paul Craig, and I'm saying inside the distance with a submission. He is an ace at submissions. I think Paul Craig's going to lock it up here. Modestus has long legs, which sometimes can help you when getting takedowns. But it also, if you're taken down, is extremely hard to get up because they can get to the inside.
Yeah, but you're looking at a higher defense takedown percentage. I just don't think he's going to be able to do it to him. I don't think.
I think if
No, sorry, Bob.
Paul can get him down, he's coming off a bad run. I think if Paul can get him down, he can win this one.
Yeah, my guy's coming off a 3-win streak. That's tough.
I guess I'm just an outlaw here. I'm taking Paul Craig submission, and I guarantee you, if that's the run Paul Craig's coming off of, it's going to, there's going to be some good money. Some great money. Maybe you cover your losses from football.
Now if you follow me.
Maybe you cover them?
There's only Win City, baby.
All right, this next one. This is going to be a great fight because I hate one, and the other one is a fucking G. We have Benoit Saint Denis, the god of war, a Frenchman.
Oh, okay.
Stinky.
Benoit St. Balls.
Stinky, if you ask me. Smells like old cheese. Versus Mauricio Hufi out of the Fighting Nerds. Mauricio Hufi is 12-1. Benoit Saint Denis is 14-3. He's coming off a win, but after 2 devastating losses, Dustin Poirier and also Hanato Moicano, both making this better some change. Tommy, in this duel here of 155ers, are you leaning toward Benoit Saint Denis or Mauricio Hufi? Mauricio Hufi is the guy who had that sweet spinning back heel kick that knocked Bobby Green into next week. He deleted him from Earth for a minute.
I am going to take Benoit Saint Denis because
I like southpaws.
I do. I like southpaws. But no, it's also because he also has a little bit tougher opponent lineage. I know he has losses, but losing to Dustin Poirier is not a fucking small feat. He has a higher takedown average. He has a higher fucking takedown accuracy. And his submission average is much higher. I think this guy's going to be having a tough time dealing with that. Yes, his takedown defense
He's 100%.
is impeccable.
He's never been taken down in the UFC, actually.
Yes.
In 4 fights. It's not just the one guy that never got taken down in one.
I know. But I think it's going to be hard pressed. You don't discount the wrestlers. I think you take Ben Saint Denis. I also don't like the French. They're some of my least favorite people.
Your bets do not reflect this.
At the last annual White convention, I voted for them to be kicked out. No one listened to me, but it is what it is.
And I was just wondering, why are the Italians here?
I was also wondering.
I'm going Mauricio Hufi. I'm actually going to give you a little SGP here. I'm going knockout and under a round and a half.
Shit.
So I think it's going to be within.
We'll
if
see.
it goes to the second round, it's going to be early second round.
We'll see.
Tommy's not, now he's nervous. He's shaking over here. Look at this. Look at this guy. Just like a Frenchman to be shaking. You make me sick. I'm going to go cry while looking at that painting. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, merci beaucoup.
You know your country fucking sucks when the best thing it has, the Eiffel Tower, we have it in Ohio, at
Yeah.
the fucking Kings Island.
Yeah, we recreated it for an amusement park.
Just to shit on them. Like, we can toss that shit anywhere. We put it in Ohio, the
Did you see
worst
that,
place.
that Statue of Liberty they gave us? Turned green. That shit was bronze when they gave it to us.
No kidding.
That was junk. Junk. All right, so we're going to move on to the next fight. For the main event of the evening. Main event. We have, you got to entertain yourself somehow. Nasruddin, the sniper, Imavov versus Caio Borralho. Caio is 17-1 with 1 no contest. Nasruddin Imavov, another Frenchman, is 16-4 with 1 no contest as well. Tommy, in this battle of 185ers, the middleweights, a very tough division. A lot of legends in there. Or not legends, but, you know, if you have a currency bias, a lot of legends. Where are you leaning on this one?
I like Carlo Burrito. I like that he's got a little bit more fighting experience. He's got more wins. He's got less losses.
And
He's from North Carolina, apparently.
no, it's no contest.
I know.
And Tommy, Southpaw.
And Southpaw. Fucking love that. But he's got a little bit better stats in a few key areas. Takedown accuracy and striking accuracy. He's a very on-the-point fighter. I think that's going to be a key difference on this one.
I think Caio is gonna beat his ass. He's such a smart fighter. Also out of the Fighting Nerds, one of their first members to make it on the UFC roster. The men, I have to say it that way, it sucks. The men there, except for one loss against a top 5 guy, have only lost 1 fight as a camp.
Damn.
Their female has lost 1 or 2.
Oh, that sucks.
But the males of their camp, out of like 4 fighters, only 1 has lost, and it was against a top 5 fighter. So I think Caio is a very smart fighter. He's not going to put himself at risk here. He punches just as hard as Imavov does. I think he's going to put himself in a good chance to win. I think he's going to actually probably try to drain Imavov's tanks a little bit by wrestling, because he's a really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, being from Brazil.
Yeah.
His camp has a lot of BJJ going on. I think that's where it's leaning. And I think he's going to be overall pretty aggressive, because I believe he's been hanging out in Vegas with Sean Strickland's camp. So they're very aggressive fighters.
Sean's had some free time.
Yeah. Yeah. He had to, as for community service,
Had to train him.
he had to train very attractive women, that dickhead. Those were like some of the hottest girls in UFC. He's like, this is community service, dickhead. But I'm going Caio Borralho to beat the Frenchman Nasruddin Imavov. And I'm just going money line here, because I think you'll probably get good odds, probably pretty even.
Yeah.
But I could see it going inside the distance with a choke. But that's just if you're looking for some extra money. If you're looking for some extra money, I think that's a good option. But it is a 5-round fight. That's why also, if you're tired, it's harder to defend submissions.
Yeah.
In the deeper waters. But that's only if you want to press the envelope a little bit. I'm going just Caio Borralho as a money line.
Like a public restroom toilet flusher knob. I'm not touching that. I'm going to take just the money line.
Just money line. The lock is the money line. And if you're a little risky fella, maybe sprinkle in a little bit of a submission there. Yeah. I wouldn't tell you which round. There is 5. Just submission. Add submission if you feel risky, if you're feeling it. But yeah, we're gonna move on to
NFL?
the NFL. I'm excited.
No,
NFL's back.
No, no, no.
Dun 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 dun. Tommy, NFL is back. We have 16 games to view between. You already viewed it on Thursday. That's one of the 16, so you can't count that one.
So that's like 17 games left.
And then about 14 games on Saturday, and then Monday Night Football. You got one. No one has a bye week. We're getting the max load of NFL right here, week 1.
I heard Trump got rid of all the DEI stuff, so there's no bye weeks anymore. It has to be straight weeks. Very cool.
He wants you to be able to work. That's all. That's all I've heard about it. The first game we have on the slate here, we have Arizona versus the Saints and what will be called the Trash Bowl. Who puts trash in a bowl, right? Fucking animals. I'm going, just based on weapons, Arizona should win, cover the 6.5. They have a quarterback that they at least know who he is. He started there for 3 years. The Saints do not have that. They don't have that part.
No. I think 6.5.
New coach.
1 touchdown, yeah.
New coach, who dis, and Kellen Moore. I think, and he's an offensive guy, so it's not like they brought in a defensive coach.
Yeah.
I think 6.5 to Arizona is clean here. We'll get out of here because we don't like either of those teams, but
Swipe.
Kyler's going to game on them. For the next game, we're going to go Miami Dolphins versus the Indianapolis Colts. They're starting Daniel Jones, Tom. Starting Daniel Jones versus Tua Tagovailoa. This is at home for Indy. Miami's definitely seen better days. Their coach was saying that it was a good day not too long ago because it's one day closer to death, which is hilarious because it's Mike McDaniel, but also maybe you're looking in there that he does not like his life or job right now.
Right.
So I think that's what gives Indianapolis a chance in this game. Both teams that are not predicted for playoffs.
No, but I think Tua's got one more decent year. Tyreek Hill's finally settled a couple of his fucking lawsuits. I think Dolphins have this one. Now, I heard a rumor that the Colts are specifically going to tank this season so they can pick up Arch Manning in the draft.
That's rough.
That's what I've
I
heard.
wouldn't want him based on his performance from week 1.
No, but I think the Colts are going to fucking double down on that bad boy. So I'm taking the Dolphins plus 1.5. I may even take the money line.
They definitely have the weapons to be the Dolphins. They have Tyreek Hill and Waddle.
Yeah.
Their running back might not start because I like Devon A-Chain. He's a great running back, but he's got the question mark right now. Oh man, the Colts at home on the opener.
Don't think they have it.
They have a really good running back. They have Michael Pittman, Josh Downs at receiver. Notice we're not. You notice either team we're not talking about their defenses, which I think is something. So maybe that is giving you a little eye into something. Maybe the over.
Yeah.
Maybe the over, since we're not mentioning defenses here and the key players. I think Dolphins actually got rid of most of their secondary, which makes them suspect here.
I think Mike Daniels is just a bad coach.
I love Mike McDaniels, though. He gives you such good content.
I know, but I don't think he's good.
And you just took him to win.
I know.
Let's go.
Gotta pick one, Jay.
Let's go Dolphins. We're going Dolphins. I'm risking it all. Risk it to get the biscuit. All right, for this next one. This actually, last year this game would be total crap. I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
This year could be more competitive.
New QB, yeah.
New coaches at both. Both have totally revitalized their programs from being real downers last year, if you ask me. Got Vegas with Geno Smith, which it's better than what they had.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know who they had. They had like 3 different quarterbacks subbing in. They got some weapons. They have Ashton Genty's going to be his debut game.
Yeah.
Didn't they get a receiver too?
Maybe.
Their one receiver's about to get out of jail soon, maybe. So that might be something. And New England, Drake May was showing splashes of maybe being a guy. They got him Stephon Diggs, which is big.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, which way are you thinking on this one? It's a very tough game.
I am taking the Raiders to win by big because Ashton Genty, I just had to confirm, was my first draft pick in our fantasy Parlay or Die league this year. We have a 16-person or is it 14-person league, and the 11th fucking pick, I picked up Ashton Genty. I believe in this team because I need to. I'm not saying my mental health for the next 4 months is tied to this one team, but it is. And I believe in him. He's projected for 17.5. He was #1 draft pick coming out. I expect the Raiders to do good things. Geno Smith's a West Virginia boy. Even in his kind of last half of his fucking career, he still did great for the Seahawks. And then the Patriots. I'm surprised they didn't cut Mayer. I'm shocked. I thought he was going to be on the cutting board like Danny DeVito and the rest of them. He just did not do well, and UNC does not produce quality content. They just don't. I think this will be Drake's last year. Drake, I hear that you like them young, and referring to the score, it's very low. So I think the Raiders, I think they win this one.
I'm going New England money line here. New England even won their home opener last year when they were total crap. They have a way with winning their home openers. I think maybe the crowd will get them excited. I think Drake May's going to do decent enough. I'm looking at the 43.5 like it might be an over because that's not a lot of points. And again, the Patriots, I know they have a really good like top 5 cornerback and Gonzo.
He fucks chickens. You're going to take a chicken fucker?
Christian Gonzalez.
You're going to take Christian goddamn chicken fucker to win. Sad.
We're going New England Patriots here, money line, and I would look at the over. I'd look at it. I think maybe if you're feeling.
I don't hate it.
A little.
I do not.
Do not hate. We need the points. Fantasy owners need the points. All right, for the next game we have.
Ooh.
This is actually kind of hilarious. Aaron Rodgers' team, former team, versus his new team, right in game 1. And I think it's going to be Pittsburgh Steelers all day in a low-scoring game. Very low.
Yes.
Because I think the Jets only have defense.
I think the Steelers definitely cover 2.5. I don't think that's hard at all. Who's the Jets quarterback this year? Do you even know?
Yeah, you do. Justin Fields.
Fuck, from Chicago? God damn it. I'd rather side
Technically, it's the same game for him because he's from Pittsburgh last year.
Yeah, I think you take the Steelers. They know how fucking Justin plays. Terrible. Man, what an easy fucking opener.
Man.
I'd almost take some points. Buy some points.
Take
it to 6.5.
I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to try to get his comeuppance, as our resident wrestler would say 100 times.
We like to
comeuppance.
make fun of Aaron Rodgers, but we forget he's not a bad quarterback.
No.
He's not bad.
We can't fault him for being a Jet. The Jets are a bad organization.
Yeah, he tore his fucking, ACL?
Achilles.
That's not his fault.
Yeah. And technically it was their field. Wouldn't that be shit if he did it again? The field's got him again. God!
That would be funny. Anyway, we got the Steelers minus 2.5. I think it's a solid lock. Moving on.
Lock that up. Okay, here we go. Giants versus Washington. We have Washington coming in as a favorite at minus 260. Feels good. With an opening spread of 5.5. And the over 45.5. What I like here is the over 45.5. I like the money line, obviously. Minus 260, though, isn't the greatest payout. I don't like the spread because every time we play the Eagles, it's less than 5. They know what they were doing.
That's not the Eagles.
Or the Giants. It's less than 5. They knew what they were doing on this spread. They put it at, because I could see us winning by 3, 4. When you get to that 6 point, I don't know if that happens.
But do you think Jalen Daniels has to prove himself? Coming off a massive win against the Lions, then the crushing loss, does he actually need this game to prove he's not a one-trick pony?
I think there's going to have to be some other things that's out of his control that's going to happen in this game. We're going to have a new starting running back, Bill Krosky-Merritt, who is a rookie who didn't play college last year because the NCAA took away his eligibility year. So he hasn't played a real game of football besides preseason in 2 years. I think they took a big risk in this, but I think there is a major upside. But this is why getting rid of Brian Robinson could have been. You don't know.
Okay.
The Giants, I don't know if their starting running back is starting. I've heard some rumors that he doesn't. If that happens, it puts the Giants at a severe disadvantage because he's pretty good. Tyrone Tracy. Russell Wilson's not good. I think we could easily shut him down. We weren't great at stopping the run last year. So if Tracy is in, that's where they're going to get a lot of the yards. They're going to hit up Malik Neighbors, but I think we're probably going to put Marshawn Lattimore on Malik early, and he's a lockdown receiver. I think we win over 45.5. I'd watch the spread, though, because they did that on purpose.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you on this one. I'm just going to take the money line.
Money line. We're going to lock on money line, and Jay's taking adding the over.
Yes.
Next game, Tommy. What is this? We have this 2 in a row. The Carolina Panthers are going to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. We have Jacksonville as the favorite at minus 195, minus 3.5. Carolina Panthers at plus 3.5, money line plus 165. Tommy, we'll let you shoot from the hip, Tom.
Absolutely. With zero preparation, zero research, I'm going to tell you right now, Carolina not only wins this game, but wins it by numbers. I'm talking at least 2 scores. Carolina is coming off a great rebuild year. One, they've already been gaining momentum. Every year, the last 3 seasons, they've won more games than the previous. That trend is not going to fucking end. The Jaguars have not done the same. They are absolutely losing. They're losing their momentum. They tried to bring in some asshole from Ohio to coach them. Such dick. They thought some Clemson boy could be their great star fucking Joe Burrow. Trevor Lawrence doesn't. Looks like a girl. Ugly. Has a big ass nose. Not Jewish. Terrible. Anyway, Carolina is coming in unpredictable. Bryce Young has done nothing but fucking skyrocket in his goddamn playing ability. And it's going to show here. We saw a mediocre preseason. I'm not going to lie. They're holding back. If anyone has ever bet on the horses, you know the best ones never just go fucking full sprint early on. They wait till the second fucking turn or the third turn, and then they fucking kick it. And that's what the Panthers are going to do. They're going to come out of the gate fucking hot. They're going to win this game, but not by a lot. They could. They could win this game by at least 4 scores if they wanted to. They're not going to. They're humble. They're going to keep it at least 2 scores. The opening spread's 3.5. I think you take Carolina plus 3.5, and you just count your lucky stars that you made such a fucking great bet. I would maybe take a second mortgage on your home because of how good of a bet this is and put that money on the Panthers to cover. Jay, how do you feel?
I'm not going to lie, Tommy. Hearing you speak and how it just kept coming out, I thought you would have been riskier on your bet, that you would be riskier than I am going on for the Panthers here. I'm going money line plus 165. Y'all have a coach. Y'all retained a coach.
Yep.
Jacksonville has got a new coach, new system, everything like that. They have the same tools as last year, so they didn't really change much. They got Travis Hunter, who I think is going to underwhelm on offense. I really do. Sorry, guys. I think he's going to underwhelm a lot. I stayed away from him in the fantasy draft and let some sucker take him. Connor took him.
Did Connor take him?
Yeah,
Damn.
Connor took him. He thought he might make points off the defense. I was like, no, they have a defense thing that makes the points.
He's not going to play both.
I'm going to play both, and you wish Navicki would just fucking stop it. Fuck, Navicki, get off and on. What are you doing?
What an ugly asshole.
What an ugly asshole. All right. So I'm taking Carolina Panthers here, plus 165. I'm going under 46.5. Retaining David Canales is the difference here, I think. Bryce Young was starting to kind of understand the system at the end of the year. He saw some success. I think they have some decent running backs starting to kind of form, homegrown ones, ones they got in the draft. Miles Sanders is out of there to not underwhelm anymore. Y'all did get rid of Thielen, but you got Hunter Renfrow back to run the slot.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of upside here in y'all's season. I'm going to go Carolina Panthers to come out and win and be 1-0 after week 1.
Definitely.
Next game we're going Cleveland versus Cincinnati.
This one we
the
should.
battle of the shit state. The state's so shitty that one wears its colors.
Yeah.
So we're going, this one I feel like pretty easy. I'm going Cincinnati.
Want to say it on the same time?
1, 2, 3. Joe Burrow covers.
Hey.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna get out of this one quick. Over minus the 4.5. Take minus 10.5 or 9.5.
Yeah.
Add points if you want to. Minus 4.5 is a lock, the parlay day lock of the week, and we're just gonna leave it there. We're not gonna get on these total points and things like that.
No reason to beat a dead
I'm gonna
horse.
throw an anytime touchdown scorer out there because it happens so fucking frequently.
Jamar
Chase put that in there. Jamar Chase with the cover.
Yeah, because that's going to be at least minus 450.
And if you want even another one, if you're a risky guy, Chase Brown. They're starting running back for the Bengals. He usually got one.
I can see Joe running one.
Joe Shiesty?
Yeah, every now and again he takes off.
That boy icy. He cold.
Get the ice in his veins.
That boy cold. All right.
Cold-blooded.
We have Baker Mayfield's Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Atlanta. Conference game, which they always stay close, so that kind of reflects there in the spread at minus 2.5. Over 47.5. I think that I'm going under on that because they're always like 20, 24. Which is 44 points. Or 40, yeah, it's under. And that's my guess. Tampa Bay money or spread, I'm going to take that. Because I kind of think it's going to be the way I just said. The 2.5 covers, that's a 3-point, winning by field goal. Definitely think that's going to happen. Baker Mayfield's money. He still has Mike Evans, who catches anything thrown to him.
On my fantasy. Need that.
That was a hell of a pick, Tom. You also have Chris Godwin still there.
Yeah.
Who still does his shit.
The Falcons are still fighting over a quarterback.
Yeah.
They have Michael Penis Jr., but...
I'm not a Penix guy. I didn't think he did that great. We beat him.
Yeah.
Um,
You beat a penis.
Yeah, we beat him. Beat that penis.
Beat him raw.
So we're gonna go Tampa Bay Bucks here to cover.
Smart.
If you're risky anytime touchdown score, I'll throw out there Bucky Irving, the running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ooh, he's always a good pick. I like it.
I'm not gonna go Bijan. He burned me too many times last year on throwing him on anytime touchdown.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
I
If
would-
you want to, fuck you. I'm gonna say Bucky Irving if you want a touchdown score. I gave you one. All right, we're gonna go for the next one. A lot of rivalry games to start out the season.
No kidding. They want to make it exciting.
Another rivalry game here in the NFC. We have San Fran versus the Seahawks. Seahawks coming in with a new quarterback, Sammy Darnold.
Damn, he's
Dude,
good.
he fucks.
He does fuck.
He gets so much sex that he had mono one year. He's one of the only football players that missed with mononucleosis.
But damn, San Fran's got Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey,
The
Brock
toughest
Purdy.
ginger in fucking NFL.
The only downside of the 49ers, their defense is stellar.
Their quarterback.
No, he don't have any receivers to start out with. I don't think Jawan Jennings is out, which is already like, who's Jawan Jennings? The guy that had one good game last year.
Yeah.
Uh,
Robert Ayuka or whatever his name is.
Brandon Ayuk, I think, is on the injured list as of going into the last week of preseason. And then also Ricky Pearsall might not play. That's three. Their starting three receivers are all questionable.
And
That's not a good way to start.
And they're in Seattle.
In Seattle, the 12th man.
Yeah, I think you take Seattle plus 2.5 on this one.
Seattle plus 2.5, I think, is a safe bet. And I think the under happens.
Honestly, I'd go ahead and take the money line. Fuck it, I can see this as an overtime game and Seattle winning by a field goal.
Sammy Darnold does have some weapons. He don't have DK Metcalf anymore, but he never had him. The team did.
Yeah.
So he's not losing anything that he once had.
Nope.
Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet are good running backs. They should be able to help him out in Seattle a
And
little bit.
Sam Darnold clawed the fucking Vikings into the playoffs one year.
Last year.
He
He didn't win after week 17, lost 18, then win the playoffs, lost. So
I'll say there's a lot of teams that don't make the playoffs.
yeah,
Anyway,
that's very true. We're gonna go Seahawks here.
2.5.
Plus 2.5 is the lock. Tommy said maybe sprinkle in money line. Perhaps. All right. Next game we have the Tennessee Titans, a poop team, versus the Denver Broncos team that actually did make the playoffs last year in a very tough division with the Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, and the last team's not good, the Raiders. They did get better this year, so that's gonna be even tougher division there. We have Tennessee is the plus 7.5 underdog, which we can see why.
Yeah.
I'm going here. I think it's pretty clean on this one. Minus 7.5 Denver.
Definitely. Titans are ass. They have Cam Ward now, which I didn't think he was good at fucking Miami.
He didn't do that great during the preseason. He did all right. He didn't do that great. We didn't get a lot of looks at him, but he didn't. It wasn't a guy that you're like, God damn, he scored in 3 or 4 plays,
No.
or he didn't set himself apart. I feel like in that time.
Or he played He played against backups. Who cares?
Mile High is a hard stadium to play in for week 1, especially when everybody's kind of getting into shape, and then you got high altitude to gas them even more. Yeah. I think that's what Denver does here, gasses them. They have a very good defense. They have probably 2 of the best cornerbacks in the game right now.
And Bo Nix is pretty fucking good.
Bo Nix is good. He fires the rock. He's got Cortland Sutton, good receiver. He's got Troy Franklin.
But did you consider fuck Marky Mark?
I have considered Marky Mark, but then I was like, man, it's just a solid bet.
It is a solid bet. As much as I fucking hate Marky Mark.
There will be 17 other weeks for fuck Marky Mark. This week I think he's got it.
Damn. Okay, I agree. I think 7.5 locked down.
Lock that one down. We're going on to the next one.
No muss, no fuss.
The next one we have another rivalry game.
Oh, fuck.
Detroit versus Green Bay. This is a tough one. Green Bay has a new receiver that they drafted in the first round. Hadn't done in years. They haven't done that in years. Green Bay at home home opener. They have Green Bay as the slight favorite.
Plus a new Micah Parsons.
Oh. At least Detroit has Aiden Hutchinson back, which is a good edge rusher, equivalent to Micah. But Micah being there. But are we thinking about this? He does he's smart enough. He can figure out the scheme within the time he's been there.
He's been there.
He hasn't played. Yeah. He didn't play a preseason. He didn't even dress for a preseason game. Didn't practice for the Cowboys, so he's not in any kind of game shape. And that's where I think he is not a factor in this game. Will be a factor in future games. Mm-hmm. I'm going Detroit plus 2.5. I'm not going to take the money line. I think Dan Campbell is going to want to prove something, losing as bad as he did to such a great squad. A great squad that understands football will go into your house, kick the fucking door down, and shit in the refrigerator. Yeah. And that's what we did in Detroit. We shit in their refrigerator and then went on to lose in the championship, NFC Championship. I'm going Detroit here. Cover plus 2.5 is the short way of saying that.
Yeah, I think Vegas falls for propaganda as much as any fucking person does. I think they've bought into the Packers are good, and they're just not Lions good. The Lions, love the Commanders, great team, but the Lions play the Commanders 10 times. They probably win 6 out of the 10 times. The Lions, I think, are going to be coming out with fucking vengeance. Absolutely. +2.5.
They're going to be coming out with piss and vinegar.
Yep. Buy some
And
points.
this one we can say, fuck Dalton Ferguson.
Yeah, fuck Dalton Ferguson. Boo.
Boo. So that's just our buddy who's a Packers fan.
A
So-
Fudge Packer fan.
Detroit Lions all day, +2.5. Right before we step out of this one, you notice that Vegas is different from the matchup predictor.
Yeah.
Matchup predictor is leaning toward Lions, but the lines are leaning toward Green Bay.
Ooh.
Are we going to trust the people or the books? I mean, that's who it is against. We're going Lions. We're going to trust the people here. For our next game, not a rivalry game, but I think it's going to be two teams that have something to prove this year. We have Houston Texans, who have a great defense, and C.J. Stroud on offense, and they have Nick Chubb's joined
Yeah.
the chat. They have two former Ohio running backs. They have Nick Chubb, who played for the Browns, and then they have Joe Mixon, who played for the Bungles.
And fucking C.J. Stroud, who played for Ohio State.
Oh, you don't love that.
I'm taking the Rams.
I think
But I'm taking the fucking under. I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. I'm not touching the spread because I think the Texans will cover, and I can't take that.
if you tell me no buts that I'm about to do here, nothing like this is just their players are all ready to go. I'm taking Rams to cover. I think Rams cover here.
I'd love that.
Maybe the under.
That'd make me happy.
How bad Matt Stafford's back was during preseason. They had him in a fucking rejuvenation chamber of some sorts, a trailer made from space.
Yeah, that one Aaron Rodgers was getting jerked off by that witch in.
Yeah. They didn't even clean it before they put Matt in there. But if you're that in much pain, I've never have had to see them do that for anybody in football history. If he's that bad, I know he put on the pads for that one video and came out to practice and threw around. That's practice. Has not played in a game yet with his new
Right.
injury or pain, soreness. That makes me very nervous. They have all the tools to win this game. Kyron Williams just got re-signed, their running back. They have Devontae Adams now. Puka Nacua is a dog. But your quarterback, if he gets sacked 2 or 3 times, is he going to be out of the game or be affected to where his game changes? That's what makes me nervous here.
Who's their backup even?
Porn star Jimmy. Jimmy G.
Jimmy Gyarados?
Jimmy Gargarados, yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm taking the Rams every day of the week. Hell yeah.
I'm going to go praying for Matt Stafford being okay. He's a good fella. We're going to go Rams money line because I think he's okay.
Yeah.
But it's just there's a lot of, you can throw some skepticism in there.
I'll take Jimmy Gyarados. Fuck yeah.
For the next one, we have the Sunday night game. We have
Game of the week.
The game of the week. This is going to be a killer game. This is crazy. They're burning this on game 1.
This is going to be fucking the championship, AFC championship.
It's real rough that they're burning this on game 1 or week 1. Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. Two teams that absolutely despise the Kansas City Chiefs. They've kept them from success more than anyone else. They hate them. This should be the anti-Chiefs Bowl.
Okay.
I think this game, just looking here real quick, obviously the money line's closer because it's very back and forth game on what can happen here. The first thing it points out to me is over all day. Very high-powered offense.
Oh, yeah. Lamar's going to be scoring. Josh is going to be scoring. They're both going to be running for touchdowns. At least both of them will score at least once each.
Yeah.
That's a fucking no-brainer.
Yeah. I'm a Buffalo fan. It looks like this is another one where people are different than the books. They're saying, oh, no, wait, no. They're the same. They match up.
Yeah.
Buffalo is the slight favorite.
No, the money line straight favorite is the Ravens.
That don't make any sense.
Yeah, but the people are taking Buffalo.
Yeah.
They saw the hard knocks. And they saw the sinners. They saw Haley Steinfeld get jizzed on by, what's his name?
Michael B. Jordan's.
I never saw the movie, but if you say so. But yeah, they know Josh is mad. I believe in him. Josh Allen is my fucking starting quarterback. That son of a gun better run for a fucking 3 touchdowns.
One thing I'm going to lean into on this one, like I said, Buffalo fan, it's going over. Lamar also has DeAndre Hopkins added to his receiver core.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers for year 3. He has weapons. His Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And Rasheed Ali from Marshall.
Yeah.
He's third string, but they're probably going to get him some touches because he's such a great player from a reputable school.
But Derrick Henry's starting to get old. He doesn't have too many.
I've seen him doing uphill sprints with weights on, so I don't know. But I think it's going to be a very close game. James Cook's also a good running back. Over's the one thing I'll say lock that up. 50.5, lock that shit up.
I think that's solid, definitely.
Over.
I'm taking the Bills to cover too.
Bills cover Tommy, and the lock we're going to go with 50.5.
If Josh doesn't win this Super Bowl, he doesn't have any more seasons left as a top contender. He's running out of time. He needs a win.
To be fair, honestly, they got Joey Bosa on defense. That was big.
Yeah. Huge.
They didn't really get him a lot of receivers. They still have Curtis Samuel, who's all right. He was a Washington Commander. He was better for you guys, for the Panthers, than he was for us.
I agree.
But yeah, who's that?
They got rid of Stephon Diggs.
His best receiver, who's not even that known, Khalil Shakir, is injured.
Yeah.
He might not play. Keon Coleman left a lot to be desired last year. I like Keon as a person. He's a funny guy. But that doesn't make you a great football player. I hope that football finally matches his funniness now, and we watch him grow a little bit. But that kind of makes me nervous. So I'm going to stay away from the money line on this one. I'm going over on points, which will lock that up.
The thing I'm most looking forward to in this game is Carrie Underwood's sweet fucking melody welcoming us into Sunday Night Football.
I'll probably get chills.
Oh, it's Sunday night. I can't do it right. Anyway, yep.
All right, for Monday Night Football, we have another rivalry game.
The Bears.
We have the Bears versus Minnesota. The only thing, if this was last year's Minnesota team, which I mean Sammy D running it,
Yeah.
I think they absolutely brutalized the Bears, beat them to shit. I don't know about the reason I can't say that with what it is right now. I don't know what J.J. McCarthy does. I just don't. I think that this year the Bears find out that Caleb Williams is trash, and I've been right this whole time, and ESPN needs to take his dick out of their mouth.
Well, in this one, Vegas agrees with you. They think the Vegas has the slight advantage, but the people are against you. They think Chicago's got it. But I'm gonna be
You
honest.
want to know why?
I'm
Because
gonna
the
be
Bears fans are loudmouths.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jay. No, I think the Vikings have this in hand.
I heard the Bears were actually blocking the polls. They weren't letting people vote. They're a bunch of loudmouths.
Are we talking about voter interference?
Voter interference, I believe, has had for that outcome to happen.
Fuck! Yeah, the Vikings have this. I don't think it'll be hard to cover 1.5 spread. Take the money line. Fuck. Hell, the spread is 1.5. Might as well take it. It's a field goal. I'm taking it.
Yeah, -1.5 all day.
Easy.
I don't know about the -43.5 because I don't know what JJ's offering, but I'm pretty sure Minnesota could run the fucking ball all game and beat them with Aaron Jones.
Well, you're expecting the Bears to score some points, and I just don't see that happening.
No. This is the year they find out Caleb Williams is trash. This is it. And then I don't have to have this talk no more. I won't have to say, why do we just keep hyping up this piece of garbage?
No kidding. I think that's settled.
That's settled right there. All right, guys, and that is our Blitz the Book for the week. We are going on to the outro.
The more you know, moment of the show. Did you know?
The fastest red card ever was given just 2 seconds into a match in 2000. Lee Todd for swearing at the referee's whistle.
Dance on it. Come on, man. I'm dancing with the fucking stars, man.